Inglewood, technically SoFi Stadium, but this is basically AT&T West. So follow me this way. We're gonna see if we can find a couple of fans. We are infiltrating enemy territory. The Cowboy fans are doing it right. We got the signage, we got the great food, we got the inflatables. Thoughts on today's game?
We're gonna beat the shit out of them.
Woo! You see this right here? How do you feel about today's game?
We better win, that's all I know.
How do you feel about Dak Prescott after last week's performance?
Dak Prescott has been very consistent with the division. He has took us back-to-back 12-5 seasons. You know what I mean? He has winning records above. You can say what you want about the past 7 years, but on our division, he has been owning it for years.
Are you a Dak rider or are you a Dak hater?
Before he broke his finger, I was a rider. Now, nah. They need to let him go now.
You know Dak Prescott's watching this right now, right? Actually follows the Camp Fan podcast.
Look.
Go! Let's go, baby! Cowboys Nation, son! Let's go! Cowboys Nation represent! Cowboys Nation represent! Let's go!
Crack 'em if you got 'em.
Crack 'em if you got 'em, son. All day, every day.
Crack 'em if you got 'em, Seattle.
Here we are at Lumen Field. And is that a Harry Potter reference? Maybe. I don't know. I've casted a lot of Lumen spells.
Lumen videos.
We want to see Deuce represent. We want to see him repeat. I want some repeats. And I don't need 3 beats if they repeat.
I don't need 3 beats.
I don't need
if
3
they
beats.
repeat.
If they repeat. Let's go.
You don't think we're gonna make the postseason?
Maybe wild card.
So this is
Maybe wild card.
This is where I'm like, I'm good for a good ribbing, but like to say we're not gonna make the postseason, now I can't even argue with you because you've oh god.
You know it too. You know it.
Who's your quarterback?
Okay, we got
This is our year.
Look at those beers! Look at those beers! Look at those beers! Look at those beers! Let's go!
Let's go, Cowboys! Let's go, baby!
Cowboys Nation showing up!
Most pristine athletes in modern history playing in the NFL. Even the offensive linemen are incredibly athletic. I mean, these guys are over 300 pounds and, you know, they can
not only the size, but the speed of the linemen? Are you kidding
fly
me?
on the field.
You're telling me a guy that's 330 pounds meant to block a guy that's 290 pounds is faster than me? A sporty 240?
High 240. High 240. High 240.
I could beat any one of those guys right now, and I've drank a 6-pack.
What? You're wearing Crocs!
My 40 time is better than any of them.
Erroneous! Erroneous!
Erroneous!
Erroneous on all accounts!
I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
How'd I do?
13-5.
Final quarter, here we go, baby!
CD for the CD, baby!
And I'm going for 2. Woo! I don't know why my safety was just playing off so far.
Tackle him!
Yeah, well, I might be a boomer, but you sound like a pipsqueak. You don't even know how old I am.
No!
You little shit. You didn't win the game, I lost it!
Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to
Call
get
that a
open
throw?
in key situations.
I might be old, but at least I don't still piss my pants.
Protect you and your loved ones with Crackem VPN.
Ever heard the game marry, kill? Okay, like yeah, I'm gonna give you 3 people, and you're gonna decide who will you marry, who will you who will you kill.
Okay.
Jerry Jones, Dak Prescott, and Tony Romo.
Marry Jerry. He's got all the monies. Probably Tony. Dak Prescott. Gotta kill him.
I'm gonna Romo.
She's gonna with Romo.
I'm gonna marry Dak.
She's gonna marry Dak.
I'm gonna kill Jones.
She's gonna kill Jerry Jones. Who will you marry, kill between Jerry Jones, Dak Prescott, and then Tony Romo?
I'm out.
Jerry Jones, you.
So Jerry?
Jerry Jones, you.
Okay.
You.
Who will you marry, Dak Prescott or Tony Romo?
Tony Romo.
Tony Romo.
So that means you would kill Dak?
Yes.
Marry Dak, kill Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones, poor Jerry.
Tony Romo.
Why not? He's probably one of the best commentators, announcers on the game right now.
Tony Romo? That's mine. That's mine.
Jerry Jones, right now. Right now.
You heard it here, guys. You heard it.
We need trash can.
Oh, here we go.
AJ, you have to sleep in this for the night. Yep. Football we already got. AJ's trying to take a piss right now. Trash can.
Stickers.
Stickers.
Couple stickies.
Couple stickies.
Yes. So we got a trash can. We're gonna go test it out in the toy aisle.
You're not getting it first.
First try.
He's not getting it. Give these guys a shot. They'll win a jersey if they get it. Oh, none of us made it. Come on, Dad. You get a free Cowboys jersey if you get it. None of us have made it. Dad's going for a shot. Come on, let's get it. Oh, that was the closest one.
Felt like the closest.
That gross? Yeah. We all missed it, so don't worry about it. We missed it. You guys go to the game tomorrow? Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Us too.
Not only are we giving away 3 jerseys for whoever can toss a football into that can, we're also going to be leaving the can so someone can take that home too.
Look, there's still practicing. Always part of the set.
Guys, what are you doing here?
Game day, baby. Game day, baby. Woo!
Kickoff's a month away.
Yeah, but we gotta get our reps in.
Yeah, they train, we train. Crack 'em, bro.
No, it's 7:30 and it's a Wednesday.
Road pop.
Oh! No, I'm going to work and I'm driving. Get out of my car. Crackers, you got him.
Super Bowl! Super Bowl! Super Bowl!
Let's get it.
Guys, can we just get one? I mean,
Let's just get one. Doing the mojo moment. We got Dak Prescott in there. What they do is they're running one play, and then right after they just kick a field goal. TP20 to the
out
outside.
to the left, gets tackled
Swallowed
behind the
up.
line by Micah. Micah and his gang.
The linebacker.
Linebacker gets.
So they're going to come back out. Again, it's going to be Aubrey. He missed his first field goal
Was it
attempt.
short or left?
Aubrey missed left. Let's see if he can put it through this time. It is
Short!
short.
What the f?
0 for 3.
That was like a 50-yard field goal.
Oh, was it?
That was a 50-yard attempt.
Yeah, but it needed to be 54 yards.
I mean,
that's 0
you
for
still,
3.
you gotta at least get the distance.
Go for 2.
You know, get the distance.
Just go for the first down conversion. Kicking is still a big problem.
Yeah, you're gonna run into those, and it's the distance though. Accuracy, okay, you can miss that from 50. I'll give you that. But if you're not hitting it, if you're not kicking it 50 yards,
So the issue right now, that was the third mojo moment and the third missed field goal attempt. We're gonna run out here, and TV Tristan Viscano is gonna go for his second attempt.
you gotta go through all the motions, okay?
Yeah. So what they're doing, they're running the kicking team off. They're practicing in a last minute situation, having the kicking team try to get out there in time to kick a game winner. there's been no game winners kicked yet.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Here it is, though. Let's go, Tristan! Come on! Here we go. He's hitting this. He's hitting this. Yeah,
What practice is for? Make your mistakes and then correct them.
He's going to crank this one. He's going to boot it, and that one is
Far left.
wide
Far left!
Wide left.
Distance. He's got the distance.
I mean, I don't even know why I'm surprised anymore. Yeah.
So we just lost 4 games on game-winning kicks.
Crosby's available, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think.
Got to get someone. So yeah, he spikes it. Let's get
bring
Aubrey
Aubrey back out.
Aubrey out for hopefully his first made field goal. 1. Here it is. Let's get it.
Guys, can we just get one? I mean,
Let's just get one. Come on, Obs. Brandon? What's his first name? I mean,
Aubrey.
Aubrey.
I mean, he's kicking from the.
That's a nice kick. He got under it. That's good. Oh! That's one. That's one. That was a nice kick.
I don't think he has much leg though.
Now just
No, that was not.
now
that
just
was
do
not.
that
like
every other
48
time.
max.
Yeah, that was almost short.
Yeah.
But hey,
That barely
you know what?
hit,
I'm
but
gonna
counts.
take it. I'm gonna take it.
What you just did, just rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. Okay, is this-
TV lining up. He's 0-4-2 right now. This is his 3rd attempt. Kicks it and
Wide left.
By,
Get him off, get him off the
This is-
field.
Go for 2.
this is looking not good.
Well, I mean, look.
I mean, at least it's not windy.
I'm going back to the car. I'm getting my jersey. I'm going in.
Yeah.
his boots is
Hey,
in.
at this point, Boots.
His nickname's
Going in.
Boots. His nickname is Boots. He's
For a
got to be
reason,
good
yeah.
at
I'm
kicking.
going in. I mean, I can't do any worse. Can't
Yeah,
do any
yeah,
worse.
no
I
doubt,
gotta
dude.
practice my kicking.
Yeah, get your
Oh
kicking
my
game.
Get my
God.
jersey on.
John Stevens Jr. JSJ.
That little bastard. We are believers.
Shelby.com. Let's go, Cowboys! Baby. To be quite honest, I've not seen enough of our boys out on the field who I want to see. So let's go. We got fucking 1/2 left.
It's nice to hear that ringing. It's nice to hear that sweet sound, baby. Let's go.
And we back. And
3
we
boys
back.
in a hot room together.
And we back. And we back.
Spicy, getting spicy.
And we back. Oh, you know what? If it's a hot room, get that
Oh,
drip in you,
yeah.
kid.
Get that fucking drip in ya.
Get that drip in you, son.
89 calories of pure goodness.
What flavor you got?
The flavor that I am, dark cherry.
Dark cherry?
I knew
You're a dark
you
cherry
would.
boy.
I knew you would.
Actually, I'll get one too. You got a drip. Hey, drip pineapple. Let's go. 89 calories of sweetness. Crack them if you got them, son.
Crack 'em if you got 'em.
Which one did you do?
I did a pineapple.
Okay, well, I'll get this pink lemonade in me because that's basically, if I was a drip,
That would be you.
crack
'em if you
I'm
got
a
'em.
pink lemonade boy.
He is a pink lemonade boy.
If I had to pick AJ out of any flavor, I'd say pink lemonade.
Oh, totally. I wouldn't
yeah.
say mango. I wouldn't say lemonade. I wouldn't say lime.
Pink lemonade.
Pink lemonade.
Pink lemonade, and then you look at the
Pink-
alcohol, and it's a 7% version.
Yeah, you'd be the drip on the hard drip is what they
Hard
call
drip.
it.
Drip hard. Drip
No,
hard.
he's pink lemonade, Jay.
Although although you don't want it to be drip hard, they'll be thinking of something else because they'll be thinking you have syphilis or something crazy like that.
Well, get that
Syphil
checked
J?
out. If
Syphil
you're
J?
dripping hard,
Get
get
it
that
checked
checked out. And you know why you're at it? Grab yourself a drip.
Well, you were just in Mexico, so
I was dripping. You know what? My nose is dripping because I got like
You got the
plane sickness on the way back. I thought it was just the change in.
You do
You
sound-
can hear it. You can hear it.
you do. Yeah, at first when I got in here, I thought you sounded fine,
No, I know.
but I can a little raspy.
Little raspy, little
I've never tried
like
the
it,
plane
though.
hack because you said you got it on the plane, and I've always like, oh, that makes sense. If you take a little bit of Vaseline and you put them in your nostrils,
Your butthole.
and then you put it up your butthole.
What are you
don't get
talking
sick.
about here?
You don't get
I know
sick.
exactly what
A
he's
little
talking about.
Vaseline on a before you get up on a plane. You put a little Vaseline
So
in your butthole.
that actually be a funny skit. It's like, what are you doing? And I'm sticking Vaseline up my nose, and it's just dripping all out my nose. I'm like, I'm trying not to get sick.
I don't want to get sick on the airplane. Well, you're making me sick. I can't even eat my TV or my plane dinner now.
I can't even have my cookies.
Guys, we're here. All three of us in studio. Again, it's the off-season Sahara Desert. We're only doing the one show, so I don't feel like I see you guys as much.
No, but you know what? The one show, and not that I don't love being here. We had to have a little kind of break, I think, but we will be getting into meeting up Sundays and doing extra content coming up. Adam's away
this weekend.
This week.
Doesn't mean AJ and I aren't meeting up.
Yeah,
well,
hey, mutiny, dare I say? Mutiny, dare I say?
Wait,
no,
Wade J was away last week, and you and I met up on Sunday.
That's true.
And we put in some work.
We did put in some work
We have
this Sunday.
we haven't even told Wade J about it. We
got a video.
We have a
coming.
video dropping.
Is that the one that you did push-ups on top of each other?
Yeah, that's called the Bessie pyramid push-ups.
Actually-
It's just how many push-ups can we do?
you
We'd
thi-
probably do better than any of our Cowboys content.
Yeah. We're switching directions, guys.
Yeah, we're just doing fitness vlogs.
I almost said, do you think we could do a pyramid push-up on each other? No, probably
No,
be
probably
too
not.
hard.
Do you guys remember in Oxnard we tried doing the piggyback, the 3-man piggyback?
Oh yeah,
We did.
We have video of it.
We have video of it.
AJ,
we
you jumped
ate
up.
shit pretty bad.
No, that's because AJ didn't. He didn't jump.
He delayed Jade.
He delayed Jaden, and he like jumped, and he like dropped back like that.
Yeah, we ended up completing it.
Yeah, of course,
But
obviously.
here, Wednesday night, CAD fan, main event, Dallas Cowboys news. We're going to hit it, but we had to catch up, shoot some shit. Again, I said prior, it is the Sahara Desert of the offseason. It is. We're in it, guys. We're trying to find that oasis right now, but we're all dying of thirst.
Exactly. And I don't want y'all to be coming on here and being like, oh, don't be scared. We wouldn't do a show if we didn't have a fucking show.
Oh, we got a show.
Oh, we got a show for
I
you.
didn't. Sorry, I should have pretense that.
Fuck you guys. Learn ball, okay?
Yeah, learn ball.
By the
Those are
way,
dope shirts.
do you like this shirt I got here?
Yeah,
I don't know. I
Bad
can't
Boy
really
Club.
see it.
It's the Bad Boy Club, an official member. And if you remember, I don't know, because we only played this once, but I'm going to log in. And
Oh,
bring
is
it
that
up here.
is that the fucking guy, the dragon guy?
Yeah, it's the fucking
Ah, he
guy
looks
there.
pumped up. That's a good guy.
Yeah, that looks pretty
fucked up.
sweet.
Well, I can't get into it. But anyways, yeah, it's the dragon.
Oh, that's the dragon?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. That's funny. I
just-
love that. That guy's awesome. Did you buy that from him?
Yeah.
Oh,
He had a
nice.
sale. I'm said, well, I'm a bad boy. And of course, Bad Boy Club is the BBC, baby.
What the hell is his Instagram? It's like
Oh, average
or ordinary guy or something.
ordinary average guy or whatever.
Something like that.
You know,
He's
whether or
hilarious.
not he started as a joke or just,
Or I hope
took
he's
it and
real.
ran with it.
I hope he's real. I hope it's real. Can't be.
I mean, you know,
Could be.
it is what it is.
Okay, what are we happening today, fellas?
Well, I mean, there's a couple things on our docket today. We got Tolbert commenting on the Cowboys signing or trading, I should say, for GP. We got the examination of the offensive starters in 2025 by the Blog and the Boys dudes, so we can have a look at that article. We're also going to correct PFF's terrible QB rankings. We're gonna make our own here.
Yep.
And then also bringing back an oldie
But a goodie.
but a goldie.
Yeah, we kind of went away from it. It was our early success.
It was an early success. We went away from it, and now we're back into it. We're doing fan fights. We're gonna analyze some fan fights, recent ones, and I mean that's just gonna keep going every Wednesday until we run out of fan fights.
'Cause
Because
a lot
you
of
guys keep fighting.
Because a lot of sports fights happening right now. Because you have the you have the NHL playoffs, and the NBA playoffs going on right now. Playoffs. So hopefully some up to date ones.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's just. What do you guys want to start?
Well,
with?
we can do. I like the Tolbert one, and
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys. If you before we even dive into this, if you were Jalen Tolbert, would you been pissed off about this? Would you have been like, well, I wanted my chance to be the WR2? Or would you look at it?
that chance?
Yeah, or would you look at it as, okay, like, he's in his 4th year. Jalen Tolbert is in his contract year. He doesn't get a fifth.
But garbage, yeah.
He doesn't get his he doesn't get a 5th year option. He was a 3rd round pick. So this is his chance. If he wants to make the bank, he's got to have a very good season because he's been, dare I say, mediocre.
Yeah, he had his chance last year, and of course, say what you want. Due to Dak being injured, did he get his full, chance? I don't know. But like you mentioned, he's been around the team for so long. I think he should be happy that he's just still here on the team. Not saying, oh, we had a better option and he's lucky we didn't cut him. But just, it's obvious George Pickens is the better wide receiver, but he is now officially able to claim that wide receiver 3 spot on the Cowboys throughout the offseason or training camp and say, no, you guys need me here. And he's a really good opportunity to show up too if the defense goes heavy on either Pickens or
one-on-ones.
I mean,
A lot of one-on-ones.
So he's got his best chance, I think, even better than last year, not even including the fact that Dak Prescott went down and was injured.
I think, Tolbert shouldn't be mad. He's clearly more of a WR3. I think he should be more upset with the Ringo Mingo pickup. Because Ringo Mingo is the one who's going to be contesting for that WR3
We
spot.
haven't even
right?
I know we did talk about him. I keep forgetting about him.
So, and just to kind of go like off topic like we do sometimes, Mingo's quarterback since he's been in the NFL, Andy Dalton, Bryce Young, Cooper Rush, and I think there was one other guy. But like he's never had a good quarterback throw him the football. Sorry, I shouldn't say good quarterback, but he hasn't had like, in my mind, a top 10 quarterback throwing him the ball.
Let's go read the new PFF article.
Yeah.
He's never had
I'm surprised they didn't have Bryce Young ahead of Dak Prescott in that fucking PFF article.
Well, I mean, and you look at that Carolina team, they had no time. So like Dalton or Bryce Young, they were that line was just getting shredded by defense. So it's
so now that he's got Dak, I mean, and we're going to get in the article, but that wide receiver 3 position, I think, is probably one of the more intriguing battles, camp battles, and preseason battles. Like, there's a lot of the times there's not a whole bunch to watch during preseason games. There's going to be a lot at stake with, you got Joe Milton throwing to one of these guys who's going to end up kind of separating and becoming that wide receiver 3.
Yeah, I mean, but don't even forget about some of the other guys that are going to be coming hot and heavy for that spot as well. Not just Tolbert, because it's almost like if you were to say, like if Tolbert did show up a bit more the last 2 seasons and he was a clear contested like WR3, but that's a vacant position in that wide receiver room. I'd be jacked up and JO'd if I was a receiver on the Cowboys, knowing that spot's there. So if I'm Mingo, it's like, hey, I'll fit great in that spot. And chances are, whoever does win that a wide receiver 3 spot, and you guys already said it, they're gonna have those one-on-one contested catches. So like, that's a great opportunity for a young guy to get some yards up. If Dak doesn't just go to Jake Ferguson, as that WR3.
I like the competition. I think that's going to pull the best thing out of those boys. I think Tolbert, like you mentioned, whether or not he's fighting to stay on the Cowboys or fighting for a couple more $1 million per year in his next contract, wherever he may go. If he has a great year, of course, we want him to stick around. I think we're going to get his best play out of him. He has the best opportunity. And then with Mingo, same thing. Like, he's going to be looking to prove people, hey, I deserve to play in the NFL. So the competition for that 3 spot, I feel like on certain packages, like Turpin is going to be the de facto 4 regardless.
He's the guy you're trying to get the ball to.
I think in certain packages. So I think there's of course you can have up to 4 or even 5 wide receivers out on the field. But
if you want to get crazy.
If you want to get crazy.
Get crazy.
But we're really only looking at 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jalen Tolbert on George Pickens trade, connection with Dak Prescott, and more.
There he is. Catching a football.
Rocking that one. What do you guys think of the number 1 I think it's a good number. Good luck.
Yeah, I've never liked it just because it's the first number, but now it's not really if you consider 0.
Yeah, it's not.
So I can hit this. So when asked,
Come on now,
nerd. What is it? Get outside, nerd.
Go on, get outside, nerd. Go on, get. Coming off his best season of his career in 2024, Tolby comes into his 4th NFL season, which we already talked about, looking to continue his upward trajectory year after year of improvement. To keep that same trajectory, man, I didn't even know they said trajectory, else I wouldn't have used it beforehand.
You did. I saw that.
Tolbert's focused on staying consistent in his offseason prep. Truly sharpening everything, Tolby says. You never want to be stagnant as a wide receiver, so just continuing to work every aspect of the wide receiver position, whether it's route running, release, top of the route, just continue to grow, continue to stack days. So he's not talking about Pickens yet. He's just talking about getting better off season, saying the classic stuff. With injuries sprawling across the wide receiver room last season, Tolbert stepped into a larger role in the offense and led the Cowboys in receiving touchdowns with 7, which is terrible.
He had 7 touchdowns.
7
last year?
touchdowns.
I
So,
would,
hey,
if you would have got me to guess, like a bet how many touchdowns Tolbert had last year, I would have probably said 4. Like
I would have said 3.
yeah, 3 or 4 would have been what I guessed, but 7. I
Seven.
mean, 7.
7.
That's not bad, man, for the type of year that the Cowboys had with all the injuries and stuff.
Yeah, scroll down, Jay. He's so the same this season. It'll be a little different as he steps into a different role with the George Pickens trade. Scroll it down, scroll it down, scroll it down. So Pickens, Hoover High School defeated Tolbert's McGill. Okay, we don't need
Just
that.
get the.
We don't need
I
that.
actually was at the facility.
Yeah, I was actually at the facility. I mean, I love it, Tolbert said when asked about how he found out about the trade. I've known GP for a while. It adds more firepower to us. Honestly, that's what we need. That's going to be the fun part because you can't guard all 3 of us or 4 or 5, whoever's out there. So he's already talking about him being number 3, which I don't mind that attitude going into it, Mr. 7.
Well, he's not dumb.
Yeah. Mr. 7 touchdowns.
He's not dumb. I think the writing's on the wall. You get everyone like George Pickens gets on the team and you get CeeDee Lamb saying there's no wide receiver 1. It's just wide receiver 1, or there's no A and B. There's wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
I mean, Tolbert can tell that they're options 1 and 2. No matter what order you put them, they're the 2 options ahead of them.
And then
no matter what,
yeah.
that's even before taking into account any of the other guys he's going to have to battle against.
Yeah, and then you have Fergalicious. Fergalicious, I feel, will be that option 3.
He's definitely going to take some. He's going to be eating up some looks come 3rd down. Man, the more I think about the Cowboys' offensive weapons,
Yeah.
the more excited I get.
Yeah, and I actually a little bit off base, but it will help the pass game. Sorry, I was listening to the Locked On podcast, Dallas Cowboys Locked On.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think it's what it's the official name. And they were talking about Mafa being that big boy, came from Clemson.
Yep.
Split time with who was the back drafted last season? He was a 3rd round pick, Spiller or something like that.
For which last year?
Last year from Clemson, running back. Anyways, Mafa split time with him, and then I think he just had some injuries.
He got injured
this year. So that's the only reason. Like, otherwise, no injury, he probably would have been
higher up,
not a 7th rounder.
He was Riker. He was Riker's choice. Remember
yeah, in CFB 25.
Yeah, night before the draft, he was talking about Phil. Riker was more excited about Phil Maffa being drafted to the Cowboys than anything.
And we were back I'm a Maffa guy. Like as soon as he got on the Cowboys, I remember when Riker was using him, I'm like, man, this guy's slow as shit. But then as soon as he got drafted to the Cowboys, man, the guy's a beast, is what I would say. I went from he's slow to he's powerful. That's how I changed my outlook on the player.
Yeah, he's a truck.
And every team needs a splash, and they need a dash.
They
okay,
But how did you get on the Phil Maffa talk when we're talking?
I
about
was just
Tolbert?
saying that I believe, I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised with how he helps to improve the Dallas Cowboys, and maybe not only just short yard gains, but just having a bruiser who comes out there when it's like, hey, we need to go be mean. Maffa, why don't you go crush some skulls? He goes out there, maybe only gets a yard or 2, but he fucking pops the linebacker or something,
Pops it and drops it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're saying with Pickens, Tolbert, and CeeDee Lamb, they're expected to be the top 3 wide receivers in 2025. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Do you think that's 1 to 3?
No, scroll down, AJ. We're past that bullshit.
I would have
Yeah, right there.
that's what I would have right now, but I think it's very clearly Lamb and Pickens. And then what I like is there's quite a handful of dudes who can battle for that 3 and 4 spot.
Hungry. You got to get hungry. You're not just given.
Exactly. We've already mentioned Tolbert, Mingo, but there's other guys on the squad who they always at least show up in training
Frenoy,
camp.
Jalen Brooks. Obviously, Turpin's going to get his.
Ringo Mingo.
There's another guy. Frick.
Hey, there's a guy.
Yeah, you little pumped up guy.
Seems like a nice guy.
So he's saying here that, we have the same goal in mind. We're all going to be competing off each other. Being unselfish with our mindset is me, or having an unselfish mindset is me running a route, opening it up for GP or CD, and them doing the same for me and blocking after the catch. I mean, they're not going to do the same for you, Tolbert, but that's cute. Creating yards after catch for each other, all of that matters. I was just joking. They probably will. I mean, I agree. I agree with this. I think I agree with this more for the offense doing stuff to help George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb get open. Like, this is where if one of those guys is getting double teamed, you know somebody else has that one-on-one chance. Who are you as a defense? Who are you going to double team? Like
CD.
I'll double team CD. I'll double team Dak. I'll double team
all of them. I'm putting extra coverage on CD until you prove you can beat me with Pickens, and then I'm doubling both those guys and hoping that you can't beat me with the other dude. You know.
Oh, sorry. The other guy I was thinking of is Moreno Cropper.
Oh yeah,
he's been on the team a couple years. Keeps coming back.
Yep. And he's a Jalen too, isn't he?
Jalen. Yep.
Yeah.
Jalen, and Jalen.
Yeah, you got Jalen. You got Tolbert, Brooks, and Moreno Cropper. Crop duster.
Yeah, you got George. You got
crop dusters in here.
That's a lawyer group.
It is. Yeah.
Tolbert, Brooks, Moreno Cropper.
Just put that up there for a second, AJ. Look at all these names here that we got for the wide receiver room right now. So you got CeeDee Lamb, Kevontae Turpin, Ryan Flanoy, Kelvin Harmon, Pickens, or as everyone likes to call him, GP.
I like GP.
Jonathan
or
Mingo.
Jeep. You can call him Jeep.
Jonathan Mingo, Paris Campbell, Trayshawn Holden, Tolbert, Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Brooks, and Jalen Moreno Cropper. And then Josh Kelly. They didn't.
Well, Trayshawn Holden is the undrafted guy from
the Ducks.
From the Ducks that people are pretty excited about, but he's going to be battling because right there you have, what is that, 16? 12 wide receivers. Cowboys are probably only going to have 6 active on the roster. So let's just, I don't know what our itinerary is here, but give me your 6, like right now.
Okay.
Who are your 6 wide receivers you're going with?
I'm going.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I got CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Jalen Tolbert.
So yeah, that's the 3, 1 to 3. Now this is when it gets tricky.
So Turpin.
Okay. 4.
Turpin, Mingo.
Okay.
And Trayshawn Holden.
Really?
Ooh.
Just because you said everyone's hot and horny over him, so I'm
you're going for it. You're gonna okay.
He might be that camp battle. I mean, the interesting thing is like when you see where they're slotted in here, right? So Mingo's behind Pickens, which means like look at who, and obviously you could have what I'm saying. Oh,
yeah, but
Mingo
Turpin's not behind Lamb.
No, I know.
I think it's more so he's a slot guy, kind of like he plays that slot position.
Yeah, so if you look at that, then I mean, Mingo and Tolbert aren't really in competition then because they're going to probably be taking different routes.
Yeah, I guess, but they're both outside guys. Like both are slotted into the outside.
That third spot is really just who's the next best guy. But you're right. Like Lamb is more or less going to play slot. We hope 80% of the time.
They can't carry that amount of receivers.
6 is what I'm thinking they'll go with. 7, someone's gonna have to really make a case for 7.
I'd rather 6 because the 1 and 2 is
so you
pretty
can keep
much
Deuce
settled.
Vaughn.
Fuck you. Well, keep a 4 running backs.
So that's what I think it's gonna come down to. If you go, this is the argument. If you're gonna go with seven wide receivers, you're gonna go with 3 running backs. If you're gonna go with 4 running backs, you're gonna go with 6 wide receivers. I think they kind of go ebb and flow with each other as far as roster stuff.
Yeah, for me, I actually agree with Adam. I'd like to see Trayshawn Holden, just another big body dude who knows, man. Like, I would much rather take the chance on the walk-on undrafted free agent who's got some nice big physicalities than go with a dude who looks like he could play in the NFL, but hasn't made it to the team in the last 2 years. And that's what kind of these guys are.
I do like that. Sorry, Ad.
I was going to say, so like the battle, I think if we look at them, you got Tolby, Pickens, Lamb, Turpin, Mingo, and then that 6th spot battle is going to be between Brooks, Flanoy,
Moreno
Cropper, Paris Campbell, and then Trayshawn Holden. Like
don't you dare not add Josh Kelly to that.
So whoever comes out on that 6th spot, I mean, we have depth at wide receiver at least.
Yeah.
Like there is depth at wide receiver this year.
Well, and ultimately, like Mingo, we traded a 4th for him. He was a 2nd-round pick. Like you said, he hasn't been proven. He could be that sleeper guy on the list right there for us.
If he shows up and plays better than Tolbert, we've got ourselves a fight.
That's our best case scenario, actually, is that Jonathan Mingo ends up just battling it out and overtaking Jalen Tolbert to the point they're like, sorry, if we're running 3 wide receivers, it's Mingo. Like that's best
Jonathan
case.
Mingo.
Mingo.
And honestly, with Mingo, I don't know how long the Cowboys have him to, because he was a 2nd-round pick. He's in his 3rd. This is his 3rd year,
And next year they'll have him.
so they'll have him next year. So if GP is a 1-year rental and he's too costly for us, but Mingo has time to like work himself in and he's proven himself, then he could be that nice substitute, still possibly carry a wide receiver 3 or 4 spot. And then we go and get our wide
You bring
receiver.
up a good point, because out of our top 3 that they have right there, 2 of them are in their final years in their contract for the Cowboys.
Well, dudes,
Pickens and Tolbs.
dudes, I just want to. I mean, this is a nice little segue because I
Sagama Beach.
You
Sagama
also
Beach Tech.
you got me look.
Sagama Beach.
Yeah, Zeg on my beach. You've also got to look at those tight ends. We got Ferguson returning for what I consider make or break with this guy in this season.
Yep.
Gotta be Luke. Who
2nd
knows?
round pick Scooney.
2nd round pick. The worst thing about him right now is because Jake Ferguson's there, we're not going to use him probably as like the lead tight end in the receiving packages.
And this is his 3rd year, right?
Yeah.
Like this is year 3 for old
Yeah.
Scooney.
And
Who's the
but
sailboat?
Brevin Spanford is
Interesting.
the dude.
Dude, he's the guy that at training camp we were looking at him like,
Who the fuck's
this
that?
dude?
Yeah, the
Who's
brick
that?
wall.
Who's that D-line?
It's only his
I
second.
thought he was a defensive edge.
It's only his second
Fuck,
season.
Guy is you didn't have pads on at the time.
Yeah.
The guy is yoked. Brevin Spanford.
But I feel like
Looks like you fucking Ford.
I feel like if you're doing blocking, if you're bringing a tight end to block, I almost would assume Spanford would be the better option over Schoonmaker. And so I don't know that Schoonmaker has a real solid place on this team right now, unless he does something better than Ferguson or Spanford.
And then we still have John Steven Jr. there. JSJ guys, a guy that
If he can get onto the field,
if
man.
he can make it past tearing an ACL, I would really like to see what he could do. And now, I mean, he's had 2 years with the team, and both years he's torn an ACL. He's kind of the overshown of the offense, but he would be a very interesting guy, man. Because when we were in training camp in 2023, dude was stealing the show.
6 linemen. He could be the easy 6 lineman.
So we'll see what happens.
But this brings us to, let's look at and I'm sure knowing how Blog and the boys go, and this is by Dan Rogers, they're going to do a defense look as well. This is just on the offense. We're going to go through each starting position here and determine if the Cowboys got better. Well, you know us. We're going to read what they say, and then we're going to react positively or negatively.
Whoa!
You fucking stupid heads.
Danny Phantom, more like Danny Bitch.
Wow, that was very intense from Danny. At Danny.
Oh,
Phantom
at Danny
24.
Phantom 24.
I wonder why he's
I'm sliding into your DMs
Danny
tonight.
Phantom 20.
Danny Phantom, because I always peace out, yo.
Yeah, I'm piecing. I'm
Actually,
ghosting.
that
Show feet.
This is
Show feet.
this is an AI created person.
Dan Rogers?
Dan Rogers. So 2 first names, and
They're
then
getting lazy.
and then he has a fake name that is Dan Phantom.
We never trust 2 first names.
I don't trust it.
Quarterback, Dak Prescott, fellas, better or worse than what we had last year? We had him for 9 games. Dak Prescott was available for 9 games. This is the thing. The Cowboys only had Dak Prescott for 9 games last year, right? They finished 7-10. And then you get people like, I get in there battling with some people, and they're telling me the Cowboys are going to be 4 and 13. It's like, I don't see how that's possible.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't see how it's possible if he plays a full season, if Dak Prescott plays a full season.
Dak playing a full season and finishing 7-10 would be a step back, but I don't see them losing more than 10 games.
Not a chance. If
I just can't.
Dak Prescott starts, I'm going to say, I don't know if he's going to start all 17 games. Let's say 14. If
Sure.
Dak's starting 14 games, I'm saying he's going 9-5. Like that's to me his floor almost. That's his floor. If you have Dak Prescott starting for you, that should be their floor.
With his games, yeah.
With his games, he should be 9-5.
Yeah. So you could lose out the rest
and still have a chance.
Yeah.
And then if he's not playing those other ones, you need to just win 1 or 2 of them, and now you're in wild card contention.
Yep.
So Dak Prescott playing full time, say he plays a 17-game season. There's of course it's better than watching Cooper Rush bumble his way through the offense.
Well, you have to say better for the pure fact that they have this stat right here. His 1.4 touchdown to interception ratio was the worst of his career. And I think, in fairness, not to defend Dak, but just in fairness, the Cowboys weren't scoring very many touchdowns through the air nor on the ground.
Dare I say they didn't do anything to get better last offseason.
It was
terrible.
it was the reset. We know that last year was the reset, and just kind of let's just throw the spaghetti on the wall one more time with Mike and Whataburger. Okay, Mike, we'll throw the Whataburger on the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, just that's what it was. Everyone knew that when
we hit it. We tried to lie to ourselves. I think.
Well, I don't think we. Okay, still think if the Cowboys have Dak Prescott for a full season last year, they're still until week 17 or week 18. Sorry, they're in contention. Do they make the postseason? I don't know. Did the team completely fail last year with injuries and not trying to get better in the offseason? Yes.
Yes.
And you're right. It was just a reset. It was just if Mike McCarthy, and they almost tried to re-sign Mike McCarthy. The only reason they didn't was Mike McCarthy wanted a 5-year deal and the Joneses only wanted to give him a 3-year deal. Right?
Yeah.
So, which is a weird strategy, but quarterback, I think we're all going to side with saying better than
it has to be.
It has to be. As long as Dak stays healthy, because, guys, that is a question. He has missed a lot of time in the last 5 years.
Hey, we got it right.
Big improvement.
Big improvement.
Big improvement. We were the same as Danny Phantom 24.
So they just go with the starter here. So they're just projecting.
They're just looking at the starter, yeah. Okay. So at this moment, yeah, Javonte Williams, is he an improvement over Rico Dowdle? I'd have to say, oh, man, that's tough because I feel like Rico with some actual backup in the running back game and not having, I mean, he maybe does better with getting, 20 touches. But still, like, there was no one else when Rico was in the backfield.
Rico didn't get a fair shake at being the Cowboys' lead back.
And he did enough to
get a nice contract somewhere else. So this is a tough one.
I think with just saying Javonte Williams, we've stayed the same, but I think collectively as a running back room, we've improved.
Absolutely.
That's fair.
Our running back.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The committee that the Cowboys have right now is better, but just in a vacuum with Williams versus Dowdle, or even Williams versus what have you guys? Because at the start of the season, I think Zeke was slated to be our starting back.
True.
Last year?
Yeah. I mean, Rico didn't get a chance really until.
Well, the whole Zeke and Rico thing was just so weird because, as Alex said, I feel like Rico didn't get a fair shake, and after all the Zeke throwing a hissy fit mid-season, Rico claimed he was sick for the San Fran game, which I doubt he was.
Can we say undetermined?
Undetermined?
Or is that such a bitch out move?
I think
we're going to see what they say. Slight improvement.
Which is basically fucking undetermined.
What is it? It's also
slight improvement, you wouldn't say negative because the thing is, I think we're right. I think we're right more than this because Williams has had some flashes of success, but he's not been trajecting upwards. He's been kind of stagnant or stumbling a little bit. So
he has
a new team, new life. We'll see.
And he has promise.
He has promise.
We've seen him. We watched firsthand.
But wouldn't you be excited to see? Oh my God, we got Dowdle back for a second season.
Yeah, I would have liked it. If I could have had Dowdle over, I think I would have rather had Dowdle over Javonte Williams. I also think that the offensive line that Williams is going to be running behind is better than what Dowdle was running behind.
Like to have had Dowdle and Javonte Williams and no Miles Sanders. I think I would have had that. They talk about, it is also worth mentioning that the running game is not a one-man job these days, and the team is hopeful that the addition of rookie Jadon Blue will give them a stronger 1-2 punch. So they're already saying that Jadon Blue is going to be the second, even though Sanders should possibly be there. I think Sanders is the insurance.
Blue's definitely the speedster of the crew.
Kyler Gaming says no. This year is riding on the rookie running backs, and I don't disagree. I feel like
I would love it.
Javonte, exactly. If Jadon Blue comes out and Javonte Williams ends up transitioning to that second, I'm not going to be mad.
Or Maffa gets a shot, and Maffa and Jadon Blue end up being that 1-2 punch. Fucking let's go. Yeah. We got these bitches for the next 4 years, motherfucker.
4 years. We got them for 4 years. 4 years.
And I think one thing we need to do, we might not see enough in the small amount of time that when they have pads on and they're training with 4 running backs for them to make moves. They might say, wow, Jadon Blue's looking really good. But we only had he only got 50 total reps or something like that, right? Maybe not even that, because you got to split that between a lot of guys. So I think we're going to go into the season with Javonte Williams being the starter, and then it's up to Blue and Sanders and Maffa and
unseat him.
To unseat him, and that's That's great.
I am excited for
competitiveness.
for preseason.
I was
we got some.
I was just gonna say. I was just gonna
we
say.
get to see Maffa again. You're gonna see Rico, or you're not Rico. You're gonna see Deuce Vaughn.
So much more exciting than last year.
Yeah, like
there was really nothing.
There's guys to beat. I'd say the only really exciting guy to watch, Deuce Vaughn. I was excited to watch in preseason, but then Trey Lance to see what Trey Lance.
But we also have Joe Milton that we're going to be able to watch.
That's what I mean. So this preseason
is going to be exciting.
It's going to be good, man.
I don't care.
I want 6 preseason. I don't care
if for us ball nerds, like we're ball nerds.
Hey, learn ball. Learn ball, son. Learn ball.
I don't give a fuck if they're playing against seconds and thirds. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
Dunk on 'em.
so we got CD Lamb here.
If CD's your top, yeah, it's improved.
It's improved, and until we start to see him decline, he's in his prime right now. You got to say improved. Over the last 3 seasons, Lamb's numbers have looked like this: 80 yards per game in 2022 with Noah Brown.
Oh gosh,
Jesus.
103 yards per game in 2023 with Brandon Cooks, and 80 yards per game with Jalen Tolbert.
Oh, man.
Cooks was hurt.
So his floor is 80 yards a game.
80 yards a game times 17.
His floor would have been 80 yards a game with just Jalen Tolbert.
That's what I mean. That's a pretty good floor.
That's 1,200 yards.
Considering you now just brought George Pickens.
Yeah, but
in.
also too as well. 2020
was that a real also too?
Yeah, also
in
too
the
as well.
wild.
And I said as well. But 80 yards per game, 2022, Dak Prescott was injured for 5.
Yeah.
80 yards per game in 2024, Dak Prescott was injured for most of the season.
And remember, in 2023, I don't believe it was until week 4,
week 6,
week 6 that we saw CD start to.
They started clipping their nipples together.
Yeah. Was that the contract year, 2023, or was that 2024?
2023.
Yeah. So there you go.
Because he got signed just in training camp in 2024.
But slight improvement.
Slight improvement?
This we don't even need to talk
That's
about.
fair. That's
massive improvement.
Slight improvement's fair because
slight improvement makes sense.
He's already at the top of his fucking game.
Yeah,
massive improvement.
This is huge. This is going to be giant. Whatever the highest grade they can have for George Pickens.
This is the biggest area improvement for the Cowboys.
Yeah, just scroll down. It's his like
big improvement.
A floor of 800 yards. Okay,
I agree with that.
Big improvement,
which is huge. A floor of 800 yards. It should be. Yeah. Oh, they're doing all 3 wide receivers. And then if Jalen Tolbert was your wide receiver 2 in 2024, and now he's slotted to be your wide receiver 3 in 2025, this also has to be a big improvement.
It has to be because I don't know who our wide receiver 3 was.
Turpin.
Really
It had to be Turpin.
It had to be Turpin.
Turpin and God love him for what he does for us. I always just consider him more of a gadget dude.
No, totally.
Just that guy, like 5 plays a game.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's bad when we're saying Turpin was our wide receiver 3 because he only came out there for those sweeps or that one rare slant that he shows up and Riker's like, throw him a slant.
And he does.
He throws him a slant.
He did it.
So 6'10", 7 touchdowns last year. If he got that as wide receiver 3,
great.
That's pretty damn good.
Pretty pumped up. Looks like a pretty cool guy.
Or we might see a breakout season from Kevontae Turpin is what they also mentioned.
Oh, look at that. Bolded because they got a link.
Bolded?
No,
Yeah,
we're not going to
No,
it.
we ain't doing it. You ain't bringing us in.
But no change. No change?
Don't agree with that. Don't agree with that.
Last year he was forced into the 2. And we should also note that we don't know who the wide receiver 3s will be.
This one's bad. This is not a good rank.
I think it's
got to be a big change.
Sense.
Doesn't make sense. They're telling you what he got as a wide receiver 2. If he has that, if he even touches the flame to that at wide receiver 3.
Well, what do you expect out of a wide receiver 3 just generally?
7 touchdowns and
600 yards.
I would say 600 yards and 4 touchdowns.
That
would be huge.
Sorry. I was going to say 5 touchdowns and 600 yards would be like a top ceiling for a wide receiver 3. I'd be completely happy.
Totally
happy with that.
Yeah, and like the catches, who knows? Maybe he's doing a lot of deep balls. Maybe he's doing a lot of short balls. It's the yards and it's really the touchdowns that you get from that third guy.
Yeah, because you're getting those matchups in the red zone.
Yeah.
So they brought up an interesting point here. So when
with Fergie,
when there was CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, and Michael Gallup, what were those 3? What were all 3 of those numbers?
Sorry, what? I missed that.
Okay, so we're talking about wide receiver 3 and what should our wide receiver 3 be? So if we go to 2022, we had Cooper. Was it 2022 that we had Cooper still? No, so 2021. You had Lamb, Cooper, and Gallup, right?
Yeah.
So that was your 1, 2, and that was your basically 1, 2, and 3, right?
Yep.
Cooper could have been your 1, Lamb as your 2 at that point because he was a rook.
So I know off
numbers?
the top of my head, 2021, CeeDee Lamb broke 1,000 yards. Cooper had like 900 and something. I don't know what Gallup was though.
We're gonna find
Gallup
that out.
ended up getting. Gallup had a good year. Gallup got hurt against Arizona at the end of the season,
So,
but was having a good season. Was having a good year. I thought.
yeah, so Gallup only played in 9 games and had 445 yards. So really good trajectory.
How many tugs?
Twos.
Okay,
tuds.
which is the good trajectory.
Uh,
And then
Cooper had 865 yards for 8 touchdowns, and Lamb had 1,100 yards for 6 touchdowns.
so this wide receiver, this group of 3 has a better chance to beat that.
I agree.
Especially, yeah, because Lamb is, well,
In his prime.
He.
Pickens is in his prime also.
Pickens is, yeah.
So yeah, this is interesting.
And Pickens looks like he's out there having fun with the boys.
Oh, you see the-
Hanging,
did you see-
banging.
Do you see that catch that he made in the Cowboys posted on their Instagram?
No, now we got to check
Yeah,
it
bring it-
out.
bring-
Now we
bring
gotta
up the IG.
Now
I'm
we
not
gotta
even
go
gonna
on
tell
the IG.
It's a fucking dog catch.
Is it?
I mean, you don't see it. It's just a photo, but he
Oh.
clearly caught it.
Oh,
You
you
got
got
me
me all,
all-
you got
you
me
got me
all
all
hard.
jazzed.
Oh, yeah, dude,
up.
I wanted to see the video of it. I want to see the video of this fucking catch.
There was nothing.
No.
Oh wow, that's a good catch.
And then yeah,
What are the comments? What's the top comment? Let's find the most voted or the most liked comment.
175 likes that one. Oh, 406 likes right where.
What's
Oh.
it say? Can't wait till he slap a Eagles DB. give that a like.
Give that a like.
Make
there.
it 407.
Like that. And then the top one, oh no, that was 400.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was good.
Give a little scroll down because sometimes they have. Don't think. No, it's only 34.
This might be our year. This is a
Yes,
good one.
That's funny.
That's-
Give that a like. Give that a fucking like. 470. That's more.
We need
That is-
Brandon Aubrey camp photos.
Yeah, like it.
Comments are the best of social media.
Okay. Oh, and here's a last one. 190.
Ooh,
Please
yeah.
change your number. Don't fall for the 13 curse. Okay.
And he said he might. It's not set in stone, is what
Yeah.
he said when asked about 13.
Guys, that's a couple people have it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. That would be a funny skit where it's just like you see something. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's funny. I like it.
Jakey Fergs.
I mean, he has to improve from last year. He had a terrible.
They don't
So
give much.
even if it's a slight improvement, it has to be better than what it was last year.
No.
He did not have a very good year last year. He saw his production decline 35%. Fellas, not great. Not great. And that was happening when Dak was in the lineup.
Yeah.
They're talking about Cooper Rush, but Fergie wasn't Fergie last year. So we need to bounce back.
No, I feel like we improved, obviously, in wide receiver, and the running back position and tight end has just been a little stagnant.
I'll take slight improvement, though.
I will take
He's
slight
also in a
improvement.
contract year. So he's
Yeah.
battling. He's battling for that next contract.
And look, there is the chance that Schoonmaker starts making moves and becomes that receiving. I know that wasn't his role in
Dare I say he throws
college?
up the sail?
Sail.
Yeah, he starts. His move is I'm king of the world.
He gets everybody. He runs around and he just shoves his butt into someone and tell them to pick him up. Pick me up. Pick me up.
I'm
pick,
Rose. Pick me
fine.
up like one of your French girls.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
Hey, I love Scoons getting these touchdowns, but I don't want to be on the field when he
don't want-
does.
hey,
He
when-
keeps rubbing his butt.
He keeps shoving his butt right into my dick.
His butt.
Hey, Here's a guy too.
No,
here's a guy.
No, here's a guy.
No change for
I agree
Hunter
with that.
Lepke, fullback. Yeah. I mean, I would just like to see, Hunter used a little bit more. I don't know that he has the skill, but I believe that he does to be a little bit of a kind of
Receiving threat.
Who's the guy in the Saints? The quarterback that does everything?
Oh, Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill. He could not, obviously, he's, wasn't a quarterback at ever, or I don't know. But I'd like to see them use him in a few different more packages.
I want
and-
to see Hunter Lepke get at least 50 passing attempts next year.
Yeah.
How fun would that be, though?
Wow, he just
and they're all
yeah. If it's like if a kid's offensive controlling the Madden like a Madden one where you're just picking the same package, it's like why are you in bunch formation with a fullback and 2 running backs? It's like
because my corners bite, and then I just always and then
what kind of play is this? I mean, I like Lepke. I think
You're a Lepke guy.
I'm a Lepke guy. I've been a Lepke guy since we fucking undraftedly free agented him.
Even though he gave away his jersey.
Well, I had to. We
Hey,
we
I'm
gave
not a
away
not
Rich-
Lepke guy.
We gave away his rookie. Yeah, you're right.
What were the 3 jerseys we gave away?
Lepke,
Scooney
Vaughn?
and Vaughn.
yeah, Was
So-
it Schoon?
Yeah, it was Schoon. So out of those three,
Lepke went first. Remember?
Lepke went first.
Yeah, and you still owe us a red ass there, boy.
That's true. Lepke's been the best out of those three guys.
Or you just let me and Adam bend you over our knee and we just paddle it for a little bit.
They might get us
Well,
likes.
days to confuse you.
No shame. No shame for views.
Do you do you see them possibly if they go more run heavy? Like, do you see us having a fullback and like a power ISO?
Oh,
No.
towally.
Well,
I could see
Power ISO.
I don't.
yeah.
I don't think giving Lepke carries.
I don't think he's getting the ball.
I don't
no.
think he's getting the ball unless it's a pass. But
Put
I
him out
could
there
see
with Jadon Blue or something like that.
Yeah,
Open
maybe.
it up.
Yeah, Jadon Blue and Lepke flanking Dak Prescott on 3rd and like 7.
I don't
Seven.
know.
Seven.
How are Lepke's hands? Do we have
Good.
an idea?
They're
Oh
good.
shit! Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
well,
That's where I like to see him
Well,
come out.
But he
and-
fumbled. He fumbled against. I want to say, was it my? No, he fumbled in a really important
He
spot.
fumbled at the 2-yard line, and Ants was yelled at me like it was my fault because
I
it was
did.
my guy.
Well,
Hey,
This is why we don't take an undrafted fucking free agent.
hey, if you want to pick a player and you want to ride or die with that player, I can't yell at the player. He's not here.
Hey, you're not wrong.
So
You're not
I'm trying to think of other guys. Like I've always been an overshown guy. So that's why we always cheer me and hold me up when he makes a good play.
Yep. Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah, that pick 6. We were
But
all.
They just pointing at me. You
Yeah.
did it.
You did it,
son of a
Anthony.
bitch.
But the thing I was excited about with Lepke, after looking at all of his stuff after we drafted him, or after we didn't draft him, crack him if you got him.
Crack him if you. Oh yeah, get him in you. son.
After we picked him up as a UDFA, I was like, whoa, this guy could be like a hybrid tight end because he's got some hands, he can run. Like you could put him in as on the line as in a couple tight end packages and kind of scheme it that way. They never did, but
They went
that's
away
what-
from it. The clone zone's far and few now, boys.
Here's the problem.
Far and few.
What I love about Lepke is there's the potential of utilizing him in multiple different ways. But we got a room full of tight ends, and then we also have Turpin, who is kind of that, or even say Vaughn's on the team. Add him to the list too. There's too many dudes who can do some interesting things, and I don't know that they're gonna have packages for all of them. I don't know that all
the
of these.
consistency of someone.
We need someone who's the number one guy. And I think Lepke's best thing is come in, be a bruiser. You get the ball, 2 or 3 times. A game would be sweet.
Yeah.
Like either running or catching or getting a target,
Well,
and that's the role he's going to play.
with Moffa, they might not even keep a fullback, to be honest.
It might not
There's a
work out.
chance that
It
we'll
might
have to
not
see what
work out.
Shoddy does.
Shoddy.
Guyton, slight improvement.
Which he
Should
can't be any worse than he was last year.
And you should be second year.
Well, he'll
Second
be.
year.
We have.
Has
we-
to be better.
Well, we have a really good offensive line coach, and we have
Yes.
a very good offensive coordinator who is a very good offensive line coach. So if
say-
if both of those dudes can't get Guyton where he needs to be,
He gone.
the fuck are we doing here?
I'm going to say just across
I'm
the
here.
offensive line, slight improvement or better. Like,
Yeah.
it
Totally.
has to be.
Has to be.
Tyler Smith, no
No
change.
change.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's fine. That's the one guy you could have said on offense. No change. I'd be like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just play exactly how you did last year.
But Adam just mentioned with a better line coach, I do say slight improvement
Okay.
is
Oh, right.
But
It says it right there too. Riley should help Smith reach his ceiling.
Well, then he fucking contradicts himself
I
by
know.
saying no change.
Fucking Danny
Oh.
Phantom.
but he said it's the expectations are already high, so
Okay. I dig that. Cooper
Cooper?
Beebe, slight improvement has to be.
has to be.
He's in year 2, had a very good year 1. I mean, we really hope it's not the opposite. Like, we don't want to see him
We're staying
digress.
we got to
We're
stay
gonna
positive. At this point this season.
Tyler Booker, I mean, this is just banking on what they had. It's got to be,
Slight improvement.
which I don't disagree with that because he's a rookie. And I thought the right guard play was pretty good last year. And you had Zach Martin there.
Yeah, but
so
Martin
was not Martin.
Martin was not Martin. He was
He's a
in the-
shell of himself.
He's a shell of himself.
and a shell of himself is still a starter.
Oh yeah, like
In
on
the
any,
NFL.
on all 32 teams.
On all
Well,
32
and that's why
teams,
they're
but-
saying a slight. So you're telling me that our first round pick is a slight improvement over how Zach Martin played last year? I'll take it.
Totally. Yes, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Terrence Steele, fucking garbage pail.
Slight improvement.
Which again, he has to be. He just hasn't been good.
And finally,
Oh
here-
wait, can you go up?
Yep.
Steele gets the Doug Free treatment. That's funny.
What's that mean?
Doug Free was just the right tackle. Well, they were the best offensive lineman, like the best offensive line, and just Doug Free was Doug Free. Like
Great name.
he was just
Doug Free.
Just don't lose the game for us, Doug.
No, Doug Free is a circuit wrestler in the 1980s.
Go, search Doug Free. Look at him. You guys got to get a look. Pretty sure I'm pretty sure he was an undrafted free agent too, like Steele. So, but get Doug Free up there.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Big Doug Free guy. What number was he? 68.
68. Here's a real good photo here.
He's like the regular dude in Deadpool 3 or the Deadpool 2, whatever the guy who just shows up in the blue shirt or whatever.
He just looks like someone you'd have a beer with.
Oh, fucking CBS Sports. Get the oh my gosh, wait.
Hang on. I know I don't do this usually, but they're getting the
Are you on DuckDuckGo?
No.
This
is an article from 2015.
What was the title? Cowboys re-signed Doug Free, 4 things to know.
So there he is.
And again, he was like
comparable,
but he was good enough.
He did his job.
Like there'd be times he'd be like, fucking.
You're not going to get 5 elite linemen unless you happen to draft 3 of them, and we do have 3.
And then the guy that they always had playing left guard always ended up doing his job pretty well. And then just Doug Free was Doug Free. But the Terrence Steele getting the Doug Free treatment, that's funny.
That's fine. This is our changes. So Abolukski.
I mean, that's a lot. That's looking
hey,
nice.
No
red.
No step backs.
If we're looking, or if we're doing the hydration chart, this is okay.
But we also argued it doesn't make sense. There's no change in wide receiver 3 because our number 2 dropped down to number 3. And I know they had him as number 3 last year because Cooks was scheduled to play.
Not the same.
But
it's not the same.
But yeah, this is what's so
they're
odd.
comparing apples to oranges.
They should actually have WR3 as a slight improvement because
that's what we're saying.
Yeah,
totally. I agree with you.
Hunter Lepke, no change. That's fine. Tyler Smith, no change. That's fine.
But Jalen Tolbert as your 3 should have been a slight improvement.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I'm excited for the defensive one.
I know. When I saw that, I was like, ooh, but
got to keep an eye on that for next Wednesday.
So the next thing that we kind of.
So before anything, we're gonna do this, right? But let me throw something out there,
okay,
so that we can get the order, right? We're gonna do draft.
Oh
order.
yeah.
Wheel of Death.
Wheel
of Death.
Wheel of Death it. I like.
You got to Wheel of Death it, but it's just Wheel of Death. Our 3 names. Whoever gets picked first gets the first pick. Whoever gets picked second. Whoever's defaulted is third, and then it just runs through that order until 32. So and then first and second will get 2 picks, or an extra pick more than the last pick because there's not 33 teams.
And we're going in order?
What do you mean?
Like we're going in order from 1 to
32.
32?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you do is AJ can throw up an Excel sheet. Whoever's at 1, you're going to say what quarterback you would take as the top quarterback.
No, he made a graphic.
I made a little graphic.
Oh, even better.
It's simple, but
okay, sweet.
Okay, so
I was saying Excel sheet, so it's going to be better than that.
So tell everybody,
I love Excel.
So tell everybody what we're doing right now.
Wage?
Okay, well, hey, we saw, and I'm going to go over here just so we got that. We saw the PFF quarterback rankings, all 32 starters ahead of the 2025 NFL season. We saw this, we're like, okay, Dak got injured. But, at least I think our consensus was the lowest was 12.
Yeah.
That we thought.
That was his floor. We've said floor a lot this show. Floor. We said 12 was Dak's floor.
And we ended up with Dak Prescott at 17. Now, we have Trevor Lawrence, Kyler Murray, CJ Stroud, Baker Mayfield, Jordan Love, Brock Purdy, and Geno Smith, all ahead of Dak Prescott up to the 10th spot. And we said, you know what, PFF, we're going to help you out because I think something happened to your brain collectively.
You mush brain.
You got some.
You got dumb.
You're dumb.
Or Roseanne said, you looked at the algo, you saw this is the most clickbaitiest thing we can do, and they put Dak on 17. So we're going to do our rankings, but first what we need to do, because we're going to do it in a snake draft. So let's say
snake draft, I like that.
Yeah, so
whoever's last
is it
gets double
snake
pick?
that you wanted to do?
No.
No, he just wanted to go
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay,
yeah.
so not snake, sorry.
Hey, snake's kind of nice, though. It's not like you get anything from it.
We'll discuss, but ultimately, the order, the person gets to put the quarterbacks in that order.
And just give a brief why. Like, why you're picking this guy over who else, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to reorder this PFF quarterback rankings.
It's going to be Adam.
Make our own.
It's going to be Adam.
And I'm just going to shuffle it. And here we go. This is to pick our order.
I think it's
ready.
I think, yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. I said
Why am I the only one with his rap name up there?
Tony B.
Should have put your rap name, bitch.
Okay, so take Tony B off the fucking list.
Tony B, pick number 1. And I'll tell you this much, I ain't taking Mahomes.
Whoa.
Let that marinate in your brain.
So it's going to go Anth, a.k.a. Tony B. That is the way, Jay! And then Adam.
Actually, I kind of like...
Adderall ad.
Hey, I'm
Number
happy,
3.
I'm happy with the third.
If you think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
R2J2's asking how biased will this be?
Fairly biased.
But we don't know. Only one guy can take Dak Prescott.
That's true.
Only one person can take Dak Prescott. And I sure as fuck ain't taking him number 1.
So now, but we're making our list of rankings, right?
Yeah, this is the CAD fan quarterback rankings.
Are you gonna put the name in bracket who put him there, or are we just gonna know that?
I think this is defaulted as CAN fan.
Yeah, CAN fan. Okay.
We don't need to know who did what, where, when, and what.
Oh, I hate this fucking thing.
Oh, okay, so you guys will need to know what quarterbacks are out there.
Right.
Will you guys be able to do that? Yeah. I got my PFF one ready for me. I'm going to start out here, guys. So PFF has Patrick Mahomes as the number 1 quarterback, and it makes sense, right? The guy's had a lot of success. But if you deep dive down into Patrick Mahomes' stats for the last 2 seasons, one being in the Super Bowl that they lost and the other being a Super Bowl that they won, Patrick Mahomes' stats aren't the best quarterback out there. I think the Chiefs' success has a lot to do with their head coach and Andy Reid. And if we're going quarterbacks, strictly quarterbacks, I'm going with Joe Burrow, baby.
Okay.
I'm going strictly Joe Burrow, as I thought he was the best quarterback last season. Of course, he had his season where he was injured, but prior to that, he was banging and slanging when he had his Super Bowl run. If I was going pure quarterback and taking a quarterback to lead my franchise tomorrow, I'm picking Joe. Is it Joe Cool? Is that
Joey?
Joe Cool Burrow.
Now, one thing I do want to point out is that Joe Burrow has been called Macaulay Culkin lookalike. Well, if you're watching, Mobland, he is the son.
He's the son Harry. Totally.
I have to watch it now.
Oh, dude, it's the best.
I gotta bring
one
up
of
Harry.
the best shows on one of the best shows out right now.
Oh, final episode for this season.
Is it season 1?
It's not Harry. What's his son's name in Mobland?
It's probably George.
Richie, not Richie.
They're British. It's George, Harry.
Yeah, no, hey, you're nailing all the characters' names.
Harry is
Jack.
Harry's what's his name's character? Tom Hardy's character.
I've never even seen it.
I know, and I don't want to slow this down, but now
He's already done it.
That's okay.
He's already done
Slow
it.
it down.
He's already done it. Kevin. No, Kevin is the buddy. Eddie
Harrigan. Eddie Harrigan. Anson Boone.
So
I gotta show him, Adam. I gotta
bring him
show
up,
him.
bring
That's
him
the
up.
See it.
Oh yeah, it's totally fucking.
Get it up here.
I'm getting it right now.
He's getting it up for you.
I don't see nothing. Oh yeah, for sure. I thought that was Joe Burrow.
And he's a little shit.
He's a little fucking.
A really fucking good actor.
Yeah, well, he's the CAN fan top quarterback.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Kyler Gaming and R2J2 both said on the exact same time Josh Allen should have been number 1.
I don't agree with it though.
No, I'm just saying that's what I'm just letting you know.
You're not getting any pushback from us.
Again, I think there's 4 players you could have picked at 1, and I wouldn't argue because I think Josh Allen's a very safe bet too. Like if you were gonna take a gutsy runner type fucking baller, Josh Allen would have been a very good pick. But I'm going Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joey Burrs. So then it's up to me. I feel inclined to say Patrick Mahomes because of his history. I think that he's slowing down. And I'm going to have to go ahead and say Lamar Jackson because he is coming off. He had his MVP season last year.
No, Josh Allen was MVP last year.
Well, that doesn't work.
Lamar was the year before.
But I just think Lamar he's got an arm, he's still got his legs, and until his legs start to slow down, I gotta put him in a top 2 spot.
Only reason they didn't make it further in the postseason was because their stupid tight end dropped the easiest pass on the planet. Lamar Jackson, number 2.
So you guys already mentioned his name. It came out of both of your mouths. I've argued with people about him being elite as a quarterback. But I'm gonna pick Josh Allen. I'm not gonna pick Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes fallen
because I do agree with you that I think a lot of it has to do with coaching. I do think that Patrick Mahomes. I mean, I also argued with Anth one time that if Pat Mahomes is on the team, you can't count him out to win the Super Bowl, and they beat the Eagles and they won the Super Bowl that one year.
We argued about something?
Yeah, you and I were arguing something weird. But
And were you right?
I was.
It usually goes. I get hyper aggro, and then you end up being right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes that's good. For
Which
everyone.
I'm fine, and I'll admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'll be the first person to admit that I was wrong.
Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, Josh Allen. I'm happy with Josh Allen because this is who I would pick.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Totally.
is it.
I'm at this. If I have both of those guys, I'm going to pick Josh Allen because I want his.
You got a team, or you take and you're left with a quarterback.
Yeah, you're going to take Josh Allen over Patrick Mahomes.
Taking Josh.
I think I'm taking all three of those guys over Pat Mahomes. Call me fucking crazy. I don't care. Idgaff. Now, if it's Patrick Mahomes with Andy Reid,
And
okay, that's different.
and Kelsey.
So that's different. So I mean, guys, we got this elite tier 1 that PFF did. I got to go with Pat Mahomes at 4.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
That's fair.
I think you could do these 4 guys. I think you could have this order any which way, and there shouldn't be a wrong answer.
That's the top 4 in the NFL at this point.
This is now where it gets a little bit fun compared to PFF.
Yeah. So the next guys on the list are from 5, 6, and 7. Is Hurts, Daniels, and Stafford. Now, this is where things get painful for me because I have to say, I saw Jalen Hurts become a quarterback last year.
You're taking Jalen Hurts at 5.
I got to put him at 5.
He's
He's a
choke,
super-
choke that.
Don't
Choke that.
hey, let me.
I can't.
Let me say my piece before
you're
you
lucky
kill
that my
me.
shoulders screwed up
Please,
right
King.
now.
I just feel like he proved to me in that Super Bowl that he can play. He had some great passes, and sure, we always consider him less than because of how the Eagles play. I don't really know if that's fair to knock him anymore.
It's not.
And
It's not. As Cowboys fans, I think we all have to say that. We said it during the Super Bowl. I was never sold on as Jalen Hurts being a better quarterback than Dak Prescott, and I don't think that in at least in these rankings, I don't think you can put him below Dak Prescott or below the top 5 again. He's consistently up there winning football games. He's put in their position, and as like him and Sirianni and Saquon Barkley, they have a perfect system for the perfect quarterback, but they do it well, and you can't knock them for that.
No, and one of 2 things would have needed to happen for me to say, okay, Dak Prescott in that 5th spot. Number 1, he didn't get injured last year and had a revival in the second half of the season. Or number 2, he wins the MVP in 2023 and then has the injury year in 2024. Those things didn't happen. That's where he is.
Jalen Hurts, and I think PFF had him at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, PFF. Toss me one, AJ.
Toss me one, AJ.
Hey, you got yourself a little Johnny Mango.
Johnny Mango.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty good drink.
Seems like a pretty good drink.
Okay, so now this is where
Things get a little fishy. Because I think
no, because this is so you're telling me that I'm looking at this list and I'm putting together my team. I'm looking at Stafford. I'm looking at Herbert. I'm looking at Goff. Like I've been on record saying that I think Dak Prescott on the PFF list, he should have been ranked at number 8.
so you still have 2 guys ahead of him, technically.
If I was to go
6 and 7,
if I was to go to PFF, but if I'm standing here and if it's my choice on who I'm putting, this is how Anth framed it.
sure,
I'm putting Dak Prescott at number 6.
Wow.
Hot take.
I'm pissed you took him because I wanted him.
Well,
That is a hot take. I think 6 is I think it's a bit rich.
you would take Matt Stafford over Dak Prescott. You.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't take Matthew Stafford, but
You would take Justin Herbert over Dak Prescott.
I see what
you
you're
would
doing.
take-
I see what you're doing
See
here.
what he's
You
doing?
would take
I see
Jared.
what you're doing
you
right
would
now.
take
Fucking
Jared
logic.
Goff. You would take Jared Goff.
So we're talking us I see what you're saying.
And that's how you framed it at the start of this. So that's how I've been approaching this.
I do see what you're saying here. And I do agree with what you did.
I
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take Justin Herbert. I wouldn't take
No.
sure as fuck wouldn't take Jared Goff. Jaden Daniels, I might though take ahead of Dak Prescott just because he's in his rookie year contract.
What is that? Who you want to throw up at 7?
No, I don't. I can't do it. 7, I gotta go with.
Hey, hang on a second. So chat's getting on about it.
Okay,
right
let's
now.
get
So-
on. This is
So Wilson Santiago says Mark Holmes would put Dak at number 1. LOL. So and then
we met Mark
Yeah.
Holmes.
Then he goes 6 is high, is too high for Dak. Okay. Coming out of last season, obviously yes.
Yep.
Just let's remember in 2023 he was in contention to be the MVP. He was injured last season, and arguably all of the Cowboys had very major issues with injuries and whatnot. But we just looked at the offense with Dak Prescott. We know he's been up there beforehand, and we know he can handle the regular season. We went back to back 12-5. He put up phenomenal numbers. He was right up there he was above Josh Allen. He was right beside Lamar Jackson, and he should have won MVP in 2023. Arguably, you could have
If he would have finished strong.
Yeah, he didn't finish. You could argue like if you just went stats versus stats.
Yeah.
Okay, so by that alone, yes, Dak to me, I would take him over Herbert. I would take him over Stafford, and I would take him over Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, as you just mentioned, is a very interesting choice. Had somebody else picked him, and maybe and Dak was before or after, and it just whatever, I probably would have picked Jaden Daniels at that point.
I hate to say it, the Jaden Daniels thing. I think I fully feel like he's the CJ Stroud of this year. I really do. He's the Dak Prescott of 2016 going into the 2017. You
Bring
think
up the ranks?
you have you have so much expecting from that guy. So so I'm sitting here at 7. Can you give me a little scroll down on the PFF here? So Stafford, Herbert, Jared Goff. I think I got to just default go with Herbert. I got to go with Justin Herbert. I think just
over Stafford.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm also taking age into consideration, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking age into consideration. I'm taking in if you plug and play Justin Herbert in the Cowboys offense right now, I think he has a better chance of playing 17 games than Matthew Stafford. That's how I'm looking at it. When we're doing our quarterback rankings, I'm thinking if I'm plugging him into my team, where would I want him? And Justin Herbert, I think 7 for me. I thought Matthew Stafford for PFF at 7 was a bit high.
I don't mind Stafford and Goff in 8 or 9 or 9 and 8, like something around there. Which possibly they're gonna land at that.
Well, now you got WayJ at 8.
WayJ's gonna get crazy. WayJ's gonna take that young JD5. I can tell you right.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong because I just think it's that year 2 plausible regression that keeps me cautioned. But again, if I'm looking at we're doing a real NFL draft, a franchise draft where all the players are available, and this is the next group of quarterbacks, I probably want to pick up Jaden Daniels.
A guy in his rookie contract.
Totally.
And that's super intriguing, right? And that at an 8, that's worth the gamble that he might regress, but he's still a rookie. He's still in his rookie contract.
Yeah, it's promising. Yes, there's that risk, but I think you could, if we're gonna play that game, then isn't there a risk with Dak Prescott and his injury history?
100%.
So, Adam, you up?
Can you go back to the list for a second, just so we can not this? Let's just go back to. I don't need to see this.
Our list?
Yeah, our list. Just so that chat can see who and where everybody's ranking right now, because it's getting hooped up in there right now. So Justin Herbert, Jaden Daniels. I'm gonna go with. And this could be a hot take. I'm taking
Geno Smith.
I'm taking Geno Smith. No, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Matt Stafford at number 9,
just for the name.
Yeah,
Matt Stafford.
Name consistency.
What's the reasoning though?
I mean, look. So you have, I think, Jared Goff. The whole Matt Stafford and Jared Goff switch, and then Matt Stafford goes ahead and he wins a Super Bowl, and Jared Goff hasn't won a Super Bowl. I think just between it, to me, at 9 or 10, I'd be picking between one of those guys. I like Jared Goff and what he does on the Lions, but if I'm like taking a quarterback, hey, I've now seen Matt Stafford take it to the promised land. They're both kind of around the same age. I'm gonna go with the staph infection. I mean, Matt Stafford.
Yep.
Never go with the staph infection, man. And then this way,
our last picks, guys.
Are we only doing top 12?
Yeah, because I mean we could go.
Okay, no, that's fine. Top 12. I like this. Top 12's good.
For all positions.
Top 12's good.
Top 12, because what are we gonna do?
I think top 12.
Well, we could go top 17 and end on 17 because that's what Dak was. And
but I'm saying,
say who did we think 17 would be? And I guess we could kind of off screen agree about that. Who the next?
Well,
this
makes this juicier then if there's only 3 spots left, and this makes sense because then we all get a pick.
Yeah,
we all
right.
get 4 picks.
We all get 4 picks, and then we'll do this for each. We're gonna do this on each show in the next couple coming up weeks for each position group.
Okay, I like
So
it.
wide receivers, tight ends, and we'll just try to go through all of them before the season starts, and we'll make our own list, and we'll try to follow PFF if they're going to be dropping lists as well.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look to see if they've dropped anything as stupid as they did about the quarterback one. But number 10, I'm going Brock Purdy, guys. I'm going Brock Purdy. Just signed the big extension, but the guy's been a winner. Sure, he's had a lot of very good players around him. He's had all pros all around. And I don't know if our resident Ninerd fan, Nate Dogg, would agree with this, but I got to put Brock Purdy there. 10 seems like a good spot. I think he's better than Jared Goff. Jared Goff, I don't know, just does something to, I don't like Jared Goff. I just don't.
The hallmark Ryan Reynolds.
Well, you just look at Jared Goff.
Sorry, Ryan Gosling.
He only got good when he started playing with Detroit, where Brock Purdy was the last pick in the draft and is just one game since he got in the league. Off year last year, but their whole team had an off year. I think Brock Purdy bounces back, and in my mind, he's a top 10 QB.
Yeah, Goff has a lot of weapons around him, not only in the wide receivers with Amon St. Brown, but crack him if you got him. That running back.
Crack him if you got him.
That running back room is
That was
sexy.
an aggressive crack.
Might be the best running back duo or one of the best in the NFL.
I would say so.
Okay, my go. Damn, who am I gonna pick?
Well,
I mean,
as you're thinking that,
Yep.
Cowboys Up podcast says, when will AJ do his commitment video with the 3 caps go blue? So when high school players committing to a college team, they have the 3 caps there. So you got to get the 3 caps and you got to decide who you're going for.
Okay, I'll do it, and we'll do a segment on it. I need Riker to be acting as like, I don't know, the commissioner or something.
Okay.
Like he's got to sit down and
He's with you.
He's got to be with me and kind of. I'm gonna whisper to him and he's gonna announce it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll put the hat on.
That was a side quest. Sorry.
So real quick, I'm thinking I do like Geno Smith. I think he's way too highly ranked, especially for Vegas.
He should be 17.
Yeah. Yay. There we go.
He should have been 17.
It's for me between Love and Mayfield.
Don't you do it?
Oh, Ad wanted Mayfield. Ad wanted Mayfield. I can tell.
I gotta say Baker, man.
Oh,
And that's to piss off Adam.
that's a piss off pick.
It's a piss off pick.
Piss off picks are almost the best, aren't they?
This one was. This one was really
Slagged
good.
ya.
But you know what?
That's a good spot for him.
In fairness, I do want him over Love because I think that Love is in a really in a better position perhaps in Green Bay, like on paper, anyways.
Mayfield could have, guys. He threw 41 fucking touchdown passes last year.
I mean,
How
Mayfield.
crazy is that?
Who would I want on the Cowboys? Baker Mayfield.
Totally.
Over
Definitely.
Jordan Love.
And now that I'm looking at the Brock Purdy, I kind of wish I would have taken
I
Mayfield.
can't believe you. I can't believe
Kind
you
of wish
didn't
I would
take Mayfield
kind of wish
over.
I would have taken Mayfield.
Yeah, you
because
should've
he's
took-
definitely like a can. He's got the can fan
Swag.
swag.
Got the
though.
swag. His story's great, but all that, just looking at his play and how I think he would play. I think he would play better for the Cowboys, which I know is not something that we've been doing consistently through these picks, but that's the decision-making factor.
I mean,
It's all that matters.
Linz and I have been watching from season 1, episode 1, Jersey Shore. We've been just watching it in the
Nice.
evening, and the guys will always say, "Oh, you know, I pulled a robbery tonight." AJ just pulled a robbery on me.
He did.
He took my my honey home. He took Baker Mayfield home. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
and I fucking spread his cheeks.
so if you go back to
Clapped him. Clapped him.
I clapped him up.
So now at number 12, I picked Stafford at 9, and I said, "Oh, you can have Goff or Stafford here," and then
It's a good
We're go-
spot for Goff.
we're going down the list here. But would I want a younger guy like Jordan Love over Jared Goff? That's the real question.
Yeah. Do you want Love, Goff, Smith? I mean,
There's a good. I mean, Smith.
Joey Lawrence
I'm
is
not-
still
I'm
there.
not going-
Stroud, Murray, Lawrence.
No, not taking. I'm not taking Sunshine. I'm not
Dak
taking
at
Kyler Murray.
17. What a fucking joke. I just
Keep-
see that. I'm just like,
Keep
what a-
going.
Especially when you look at our list, I think.
keep going
But,
up.
hey.
Keep going up a little bit.
Well, we're out.
Jordan Love,
Love
Brock Purdy,
and Smith.
Geno Smith at 10.
Oh, and
Fuck.
Jared Goff.
I just don't think he's going to
Look-
see the same type of production.
Look at his stat. Like that is not a top 10 quarterback if you look at his PFF over the years. In my mind, it's fringe 10. Fringe 10. In
It's
my mind.
good.
It's the last 2 years. Yeah.
Right.
Like I'd like to see that compared to any of the other guys.
Oh, man. Think of the fucking comments. If Dak had 15 interceptions and 38 touchdowns, all people would talk about is, well, he almost got an interception a game.
You know what? I'm gonna go Jordan. I'm gonna go Jordan Love.
You don't sound very Very
That's
sad.
not
Well,
convincing.
he's at number. I'm disappointed because I thought Baker Mayfield.
Wait, Jay, there's a U in there. I think.
I don't think Jordan.
I'm almost positive. There is.
Jordan, is it Jordan?
Oh no, I'm wrong. Fuck.
Jordan.
I believed you.
Jordan.
I thought there was.
Jordan Love, and I'm doing that for Pack Nation.
Did I just get Da Vinci coded? What do they call it? Nelson Mandela?
You got Nelson
Mandela.
Mandela.
Oh, yeah.
Mandela.
Mandela infected.
I do think we're actually. I mean, Jordan Love. I think,
Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis has a U.
Yes, Jordan Lewis has
Okay,
a U.
that's what it is.
So I'm taking Jordan Love over Hallmark Ryan
You
Gosling.
giving the cheeseheads a little love.
Yeah, or I'm going, or I'm taking him. Yeah, I just don't want to see that meme with you just got beat by Wonka Goff.
Honorable mention, guys. Who? It's got to be Goff.
It has to be Goff. Yeah,
We'll leave it at that. Can fan honorable mention.
Jared Goff at number 13.
It's fair.
And then 14, you would go
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud. 15, Kyler Murray.
I don't know. I put CJ behind Sunshine, guys.
Really?
Is that weird?
Yeah,
Ooh, a little weird.
Okay.
it is. The only reason I say that is look. I mean, both their stats weren't great, but maybe you're onto something because CJ Stroud had a pretty good team around him last year.
I think. So let's just look at this 12 here. I'll rattle them off. Burrow, Jackson, Allen, Mahomes, Hurts, Prescott, Herbert, Daniels, Stafford, Purdy, Mayfield, Love.
I think that's a good list.
Dak at 6, higher than what
Oh, we'll get flamed,
we're gonna get flamed,
and I'm fine with that.
and I'm okay with that too. Prescott's higher than what I would say is fair because of the injury, but if we are looking at multiple years, which that article 100%
except
did,
when they picked Dak.
except when they picked Dak, then they were like, well, let's just look at last season. Then it makes way more sense. And in fact, yeah, Hurts is in 5th because of that Super Bowl performance. If he did not have that performance, even if they still won, I would put him more into the 8 and move everyone up 1. So, yeah.
Well, I'm
happy with this.
Yeah,
This feels good.
This does
feels
feel
good.
good. I actually don't know if I would take. I think I probably would take Daniels over Herbert. Like if I was at number 7, I'd pick.
Did I pick Justin Herbert?
Yeah, you did. I would pick Daniels over. I would pick Daniels over Herbert. And actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm actually disappointed in myself. I would have taken Baker Mayfield at 9.
Yes, you should have done
taken-
that.
Yeah,
I would take
you bitched out.
I would take Baker Mayfield at 9.
All that baiting you've done to that Swayze
man.
video of him, and you didn't even take him at 9.
That's the one I think that I would be okay with changing, but everything else, I'm pretty happy with this order, to be honest. That's not top 5, but he's in the top 10.
Okay,
That's
so
fair.
Boots says not even considering Sam Darnold, huh?
Yeah, we considered him for. I'd say Sam Darnold 17.
Conversations living room with RJ, aka R2J2 says Prescott should be 10 to 12.
I agree with that. I do agree with that, and that's just taking in the injury.
That's the injury.
In my brain right now, Dak Prescott is 10. That like if I had to put him on a top 10 list,
by yourself.
like if I was gonna make a top 10 list, I would start the list with 10. But Adam also said at 6, like you would take Justin Herbert over Dak Prescott? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take Jaden Daniels over Dak Prescott. I wouldn't take Matthew Stafford over Dak Prescott. The only reason I'm putting him at 10 is because of what happened last year.
Mm-hmm.
Recency bias, man.
Sounds like an excuse from Anthony.
It's recency bias, man. What did he do for you last year?
Okay,
Not a whole bunch. He
hey.
was 11 touchdowns and 8 interceptions and played 9 games.
Okay, but let's just also look at it this way.
What if Dak gets hurt game 4 next year?
Okay, you could say that about any of these quarterbacks.
True, but Dak's gotten hurt a lot more than any of these other quarterbacks in the last 5 years.
Yes.
Okay, yes, also true as well. He's that vehicle that you bought that you're like, this fucking thing just always
I
breaks down.
love the look of this.
Just
thing.
hit 200 one more time.
Yeah, come on, baby.
But I will say this: his last season that he played fully wasn't that far removed,
True.
and he balled out.
That's why he's 10.
And
In my brain, that's why
That's
he's
why
in
he's
my
sick.
brain.
That's why I'm picking him over these other fucks.
I agree with it. I'm glad that he got it. I would rather us have him at 6.
And
than
guess what?
10.
He's the highest paid player on this motherfucking list, bitch.
Well, I would say this: if you didn't take him at 6, I
You
would
were
have
going
taken him
8.
at 8.
I would have been 8. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's move on.
Okay, hey,
Last final thoughts.
if I didn't pick him at 6,
I wouldn't have picked him at 7.
who?
Actually, I might have.
You probably would
I
have.
probably would have, because I would have used your kind of logic, and I would have picked him at 7.
I just would have felt so icky putting Justin Herbert at 6.
Yeah,
anyways.
I probably would have. If you didn't take him at 6, I more than likely would have taken him at 7.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna.
And for that reason, I say he's 10.
And for that reason, he's 10.
we're saving this. On the next episode, we'll be doing, if PFF comes out with another rankings for a position,
They
wide
did.
receivers,
They
running
already
backs.
did wide receivers.
Okay, so
perfect.
wide receivers is
It's
great.
fun.
And here's my
Fucking
kinda,
see, give me one. See, if I'm top 3, which I will be.
you will be. You'll be. Hey,
If I'm top 3, you know who I'm picking.
unless we get
If
Nate
I'm
Dogg
one,
on,
if I'm number 1, I'm going CD.
that's fair. Is there a chance that there's 2 Dallas Cowboys on that list? I don't want to. I mean, hey,
There's
wait
a
and
chance.
see.
There's a
wait
chance.
and see.
It could be.
Oh, yeah,
Wait
there will be.
and
You want to see bias?
Yeah.
Tune into the wide receiver top 12.
awesome.
It's all
Hasn't even taken a snap for the Cowboys. You want to see fucking bias? Tune in.
You want to see some fucking bias, Tony? I've been watching a little Sopranos lately.
I thought you were just talking to me.
Hey guys,
Hopefully you remember which one you made it.
I know.
Okay. I didn't even listen to it.
Get in a crowd right now, and I just want to get in a crowd right now and fight somebody.
Hey, baby.
Fan fights, baby.
Okay, so we're going to be looking at some fan fights here. These are like not limited to just football. These fan fights are, well, let me just pause this. That's good. That's golden. Get this up. These fan fights
Full
here-
size that bitch too. Yeah.
Okay, so this is our first fan fight. This happened at the NBA game, the Pacers versus Knicks game 3. I met
playoffs?
Playoffs. I don't know if it was post or pre, but this happened in what looks to be like a nice little club. And what we're going to do here is we're going to play it through all the way first. I'm going to give some notes at what to look at, and then we're going to go back and we can nitpick. And we're going to give our analysis, not only to the fight, but what would you do in this scenario if you were, you could pick a guy of who you would be and what you would do.
Adds yellow shirt for sure.
And then
Fuck you. I'm white hat right there. I'm the white hat.
hey, white hat that has some action.
Actually,
And
white hat
then-
looks like Wage. I can tell you right now. Ant's hoodie guy, white hoodie guy over there.
Well, you guys don't even know what's about to erupt here.
That's what's great about this.
Choose your player.
And then
Choose your player.
at the end, we'll do an update. Was there any like news fallout?
Sure.
Because some fights have a little bit of news, and some do not.
I will say this though, without even seeing a frame past this, this feels to me like it's not at a nightclub. It feels like it would look like it would be in that like
It's in a bar.
oh, it's at a bar? Okay.
Or like yeah.
Well, I thought it would just be like outside at the concession thing where you're kind of walking by. That's what I was
Texas Live.
Oh,
It's in like that.
Oh, okay,
That's what
okay.
the vibe. This is what this vibe gives
Okay,
me.
Let's hit it.
Yeah. Okay, so this Knicks fan here in the blue starts it. He rushes in, and the gray shirt comes in and starts pushing away. Chaos erupts.
Cameraman knows his assignment though.
Cameron knows his assignment. Dad looks like he comes in to try to help his
yeah.
son. And watch this white hat guy that you mentioned.
Oh!
Swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss,
And
swing and a miss, swing and a miss.
He's throwing muffins.
He's throwing muffins. He cannot hit.
Oh,
But so does the Knicks.
baby blue guy just threw a haymaker there.
That's the Knicks fan, and he's missing too. There's a lot of pushing. Tables are thrown. Chairs are tumbled. It's the most violent, non-violent fight.
Yeah, it didn't really
Oh,
look
dude
like
still has his
anyone.
beer.
And
no
dude
one-
comes in. Yeah,
No one connected.
dude comes in with his beer,
Oh, get the fuck out of here. No one cares about your selfie.
and then there's just this
Oh.
ending. They say "fuck New York" and they leave. But you know what?
So this is in Indiana, obviously.
This is in Indiana, or at least at an Indiana favorite club.
I would say it's in. Yeah, it's got to be Indiana.
So now we can go back. This was really kind of a mild one. I wanted to just
this was
dip.
mild.
I
Dip
wanted
us
to
in.
dip our toes in and just get a little vibe.
Your first cold plunge.
So, if the first things I want you guys to take note here while we watch this again is, as you mentioned, Adam, well, look at the gray shirt guy right there, okay? He knows something's going down already.
He knows someone's about to swing.
And you can see on the right side of the screen is blue shirt.
Okay, blue shirt with the
AKA
hat.
Knicks fan.
Baby blue.
Baby blue.
Because there's a blue shirt guy right in front of
There's
you. Gotta
poppy
go
blue,
baby
there's daddy blue, and there's baby blue. Baby blue
or sky blue
gets pushed back from this guy. Like, it looks like someone comes at him.
They're holding hands. Oh, there's a white shirt guy there too.
And then gray shirt turns around and
Joe goes for it.
And just goes
I
for
like it.
So-
Okay, gray shirt. I'm gray shirt in this situation. He's chilling, just having a good time. Sees it popping off. He's in.
He's in.
He's in.
And he doesn't really even
no, he was just trying to grab him.
pushing him.
He
I think
did throw a bomb there. I think he connected, actually.
He's the only one who connects.
The very first punch that gray shirt threw, if you watch this right hook that gray shirt threw, you don't really see it because of this dude standing in front, but he throws a bomb right here. Not right there, but right here he throws and he connects.
Oh, yeah, right there.
So
yeah.
he
That one
pops him,
connects.
and that actually drops. That drops baby blue.
Slows baby blue
So
down.
watch this right here. Pop!
Okay.
Oh,
okay,
sorry.
So
Just
quick.
let it run here. So he jumps in, gray shirt jumps in, gray shirt then
Pops
bango.
him.
Yeah.
You don't really see it, but it knocked blue shirt down. I think that's the only punch that really connects.
Okay,
It
so
is.
pause for a second.
And watch White Hat miss.
Yeah, my white hat.
100% of the-
white hat looks. Like, white hat is so white hat's way Jay.
Hey,
He's in there.
You would
I'm
be-
in there
you'd
and
be right
swinging.
in there, but this is like I'm talking about fourth quarter way Jay when you're maybe. Can you look at the little wheel there? Does it allow us to go at like half speed if we just watch it in slow motion? Yeah. Okay,
Nice.
so go. Let's just.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go, baby.
We're evolving. I'm gonna fight you. Look at this. What the shit's happening? Gray shirt goes.
no.
Time to bounce. And he did like a hop jump.
Yeah.
And he
This
cut-
is gonna show the right hook a lot better.
Now watch White. Also watch White Hat. Swinging and
right
miss.
there.
Watch, he's just swinging and
Yeah,
missing.
white hats.
White hat's missing.
Swinging and miss.
Hits
He
his
hits his
arm,
shoulder,
hits
hits
his
his
arm.
arm.
Yeah.
Look at this old dude.
So that must be his
Well,
dad.
that's like
you're right. It's the dad and the son, and they're at this game.
Yeah.
Like
No.
stop, and he's saying stop it. So I respect that from him.
Dad's rolling.
Okay,
Oh!
so he did. So Nick's
Oh,
fan,
but
Nick's
he
fan
missed.
connected once on that guy.
No,
but
Nick's
not
fan-
very good. And this guy's just throwing shoulder shots. White Hat cannot hit. It's like I said,
Sorry,
it looks super violent.
Sky Blue is Pacer fans,
Yeah,
and
stop
the Nick fans there. Sorry, my bad.
You're confusing everybody.
It doesn't
Or me,
matter
at
what
least.
team they are on, really. These two guys are fighting.
That guy just slapped him.
Yeah, and then it like really just slows down from here. Everyone kind of gets tired and quit, but I do want to bring up the guy that you mentioned, who I think is more of me.
They're all saying fuck New York.
Fuck New
But the
York.
New York guys won the fight.
Yeah,
Glad
New
to
York.
say.
Yeah, basically, five New York guys came in there.
And fought a dad and
No, but this is me. This is me. This is Way J, the guy with the beer who slides in to break everything up. He's coming up here. Like no one really wants to fight, right? See, that's me. That's me right there.
Beer
Sliding in, beer in, holding everyone
Stop
back.
it! Stop it!
But you know what?
who's fighting?
Just a kind of a recent fight, I thought it was a nice way to kind of dip our toe in. But now we've got something that is a little bit more. We got a
Intense?
story to it.
Okay.
So this is Major League Soccer, all happening in the since March. MLS. This is the San Diego Football Club, and it's a great start to their inaugural season. okay?
SDFC.
SDFC, baby. For context about this team, their first home game of the season, the fans got called out for doing a
Pull us up the start, the shot here. Just
Well-
the very first still.
I will in a sec. So these are the fans right here. These are the San Diego FC fans. They got called out for doing a homophobic chant, which is some people are arguing it's maybe a direct translation to homophobic. I don't know, but it's not meant that way. And that the chant, and I guess we could lean on Boots if he's in the room, or we'll ask him, is puto. Puto! When the goalie kicks the ball.
I thought that
that's
meant
what they say.
bitch.
Me too, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
Spanish.
These are what the articles
Boots
are
is,
saying.
Boots is saying he just said I love this segment.
Okay,
So
excellent.
Boots, what puto?
Well-
What's the translation?
Puto is like bitch, I believe. But Anyways, this is the news article saying you can't say puto anymore when the player kicks the ball, and it's the San Diego Football Club's first home game in their inaugural season in the MLS. That's to start it off.
I like it.
Okay. Following that game, the club's head coach and sporting director denounced the slur, blah, 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 saying, we're going, if you keep this up, we're going to, the game would actually stop if they kept doing it. So I know, hey, it's soccer, baby. But this is the first set of fight. There's 3 sets of fights.
In this one game?
In this one, no. Over the last 3 months.
Oh, nice.
San Diego.
I mean, anything in Southern California and any type of sporting event, there's going to be some bombs thrown.
Boot says the chant is "Hey puto."
Sure. Yeah. But it's not necessarily like they're saying it to call a guy a homophobic slur.
Right.
It's, I don't know. I'm English, man. I don't fucking follow these things. I don't pay attention to any other languages or cultures in the world. But so this is a stand fight that happened at the LA Galaxy game versus San Diego Football Club.
LA Galaxy brought the hood against San Diego is what someone posted.
And this is on May 24th. So we're going to watch the first 30 seconds of this video and then cut to a better angle. But there's a good reason that I want to watch the first 30 seconds here.
Someone's getting thrown off, aren't they?
Watch the banister here.
Someone's getting thrown off.
First of all,
someone threw a beer.
boost!
Oh!
We got a boost.
That was a sucker punch to the back of the head.
The guys in white are Galaxy fans.
Okay.
The guys in the any darker color.
Oh, that little kid just came running in.
Now keep watching up
Jean
here on the
shorts.
side. You're gonna see a big boy come down and just get smacked by this guy with no shirt and bald.
I don't know if you want to be I don't know if you want to be fighting that close to a balcony.
Nah, I fucking would not.
But here comes the big guy comes down and he gets dropped and then jumped on. Okay.
Oh shit.
The military was called to this game. That's why they cut. That's why they cut to this. But now we're gonna go to the better angle. It's a wider angle, and it literally picks up right after that guy gets punched. Okay?
I like that you've deep dove this.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched it because I was like, man, this is just too fucking good.
I mean, you're in the nosebleeds in Southern California.
At a soccer game, so like a $15 ticket.
And this guy's got a nice zoom on him, so you can see there's the big guy getting pulled up. Okay.
Yep.
So now chaos is still going.
They look like ants. There's just ants fighting.
Left side is San Diego Football Club. Right side.
Shit,
in
guys,
white
get away from
is
the
LA
balcony.
Galaxy.
You're gonna go over. Shit! It's like a Royal Rumble.
It's a Royal Rumble.
Do not get thrown over the ropes.
No, there's just chaos. People throwing things.
Oh, the guy caught it.
He caught it. He caught the seat.
Oh, I like dude who took his shirt off.
That was the guy that dropped bald shirt.
See this
shirtless
guy here?
dude?
Now watch the bald.
He's
shirt.
also kind of a bitch, though.
But I know he keeps pushing this guy in front of him. Keep eye on this
Now-
guy because he's going to come back in a later video.
and jean shorts or blue shorts. He was in the first video. He ran in and decked someone.
Yes,
in the first video.
Keep an eye on him. He is a guy who shows up, I believe, in another video we're going to watch.
If you're in a scrap, you want blue shorts, not bald head. Bald head bitched out and is like trying to find people in front of him. Now they're just all grandstanding. Oh, blue shorts went in for it. Oh, threw a kick.
Yeah.
Blue shorts wants the smoke.
Now watch.
Oh, bucket hat crank blue shorts.
Things kind
They
of
look like GTA created characters.
things kind of settle down. I want you to pay attention. Hang on, I want you to pay attention to this guy right here.
Now they're throwing
The
garbage.
bucket hat boy?
No, this guy with the black hat, he's trying to control, and then the cowboy hat guy comes up, and these two guys start acting as de facto capos, and start being like, "Hey, calm down, calm down." You'll notice
someone's tipped over.
You'll notice there's no security showing up yet.
Well, would you go up there if you
No,
were
I
getting
would
paid
not.
$9 an hour?
It looks
Actually,
like,
sorry, there's two guys.
honestly, what it looks like right now is if you took if it's like called fan fight and you create a bunch of sim characters, you said GTA, and you just plop them in and you see what the AI sims are doing.
Blue shorts is going up somewhere.
Yeah, so they're really just doing kind of a standoff, dare I say.
Oh, guys
Props to
doing
the
a DX.
cameraman. Props to the cameraman.
Props to the cameraman.
White shirts are definitely outnumbering the blue shirts.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a little bit of a chaotic scene. I don't think anyone got terribly hurt there. In
Yeah, it's
fact,
just good old fashioned sports fight.
I
No,
do have
my butt puckered a couple times when some of them almost went over the edge.
The Royal
Yeah.
Rumble toss.
And
if
that's
someone
where-
goes off there, now someone's dead.
yeah, and
Like-
that's where the security. Actually, there was one funny moment.
I'll also
here.
just say this too, like, look, you have a phone that can zoom in like that. Put it horizontal. Let's get more action.
Yeah, good call. Good
you know,
call.
you could zoom in.
trying to find a TikTok video.
This-
AJ, are you trying to find where someone went tipsy-turvy and their feet were almost over? 'Cause there was a point someone almost went over the railing.
And I think that's why the security guards are there. We'll go point that out. But I do just watch the lady.
Look at Surfer Dude right there. Hang on, sorry.
No, just watch the lady on the bottom half here. It's gonna cut. The camera's gonna shift down, and we're gonna see her. She has no.
Pointer scroll to us.
It's down here at the bottom.
You're down there.
You can't see her yet.
Okay.
When the camera like kind of moves, she's just walking to her seat, not knowing what the chaos is.
No idea.
Just watch.
No idea that there's a ballroom.
She's just like,
she's just like,
da da da.
So is the game happening right now? Or
I
is,
think
like,
it's
this
over.
post-game?
I think it's post.
Oh, is that why no one's there really?
So? Where's the guy that?
Keep going, keep going. I just need to see the feet in the air. At one point, there was like feet in the air.
It was like right at the start of this one.
No, it's right.
I'd say yeah, mid. There's someone goes to upside down here. It's right around here. Right here. Yeah, they're about to go. They're about to go right here. Yeah. Look at dude, you're gonna fall the fuck off.
So in this position,
no winner, no loser.
In this position, what are you guys doing in that stance?
Oh god, yeah. So we didn't ask about what would we do in that last one.
Well,
too much commotion.
I think in the last one we'd be sitting at the table watching.
I hate to say it. This one, I think we're all just kind of backing off and watching.
Yeah.
Unless someone punched one of us, I think we're just kind of.
If you look here, we're in this area.
Yeah, I don't think we're rumbling.
I think we're just kind of watching.
Or we're up there. We're up top there.
Unless Blue Short sucker punched one of you guys, I think we're just chilling.
I agree. I think ultimately, depending on where you're at, like if I'm lower down, my thought is like get as low down and try to like not be fully upright to get off balance to fall backwards. Like I'm kind of like crawling up the stairs to get up, even through all the people. Like
Ads in.
You got to go to the bathroom.
Ads in Texas live mode when he.
Shirt off.
No, I'm on the ground fucking doing a jiu-jitsu crawl at them, trying to grab their legs, trying to pull them in.
No winner, no loser.
There is some fallout from this.
Let's hear it. The 25 arrests made.
This resulted in a heavy police presence in riot gear, as we saw.
Yeah, we saw the military show.
There was no reported injuries related to the fight, although there was an injury from someone in the stadium at that time.
Lady twisted her ankle walking to her seats.
No known arrests have been made, and of course, both teams, the LA Galaxy and the San Diego FC, condemned the violence.
Totally.
Now, that was...
Boot says, you say that now, but Ants was ready to go at the San Fran game.
That was the most... yeah, that was the most recent.
True.
But...
hey.
Toss me one, son.
True.
Since we're talking about another scrap here.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'll get one too.
Sure.
And
Why
this
not?
now we're getting into some good videos, guys.
Ooh.
Because this was all setting up for this next video we're going to show.
I mean, they've both been pretty good so far.
I know, but this one is shit.
Whoa.
You want a little something, something?
Toss me one, son.
Crack them if you got them. Ant loves the pine. I'm drinking a Wage right now, a pink lemonade.
Yeah, drink me down. Tell me how I taste.
Ooh, those are.
Crack them if you got them.
Okay.
Did I dump them down the stairs or something like that? Like what the fuck? Why are they so?
This one, guys, is where this is where we get
there's
some
a cop
brutal.
out there already.
I titled this one "Sucker Punch and Beating." Now
that's never good.
This is between the same San Diego football clubs. Remember we were talking about blue shorts?
Yeah.
I think this is blue shorts.
No way.
I think it is.
He's
I
a
have
rapscallion.
no way to confirm.
He looks a little too. Blue Shorts in the other video looked a little bit more Weasley-ish, like smaller guy. That guy looks pretty sturds, but you could be right.
I'm just gonna bring you to the point that led me to believe that it was blue shorts.
Now we're deep diving.
There we go. So there's our blue shorts. Can't zoom in, but I mean it's a different day. This is like a month apart, 2 months apart.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like he's not even wearing blue shorts.
But
he only wears blue shorts.
I could see it.
This happened on March 30th, 2025. It's San Diego Football Club actually beat the LA Football Club, LAFC, 3-2, and this is the post game. What happened?
Well, let's run it through.
Come on, Alex. Boom! Sucker punch! And a little kick to the head by the guy with the blue hat, and a cop tries to pull him up immediately. Stupid. This cop hurts his ankle. This security guard, he's down. But this guy's bold, hey?
Yeah, sucker punch while cops are around, and then he got out of there.
So blue shorts is from San Diego FC. All these other guys in black are from LAFC.
Oh shit!
And he's ready to go. He gets stacked. But he's squaring up. He's squaring up. But guess what?
The cop's like, I'm out of here.
Watch your back.
Oh shit!
Watch your back, son, because he just got pushed into the melee.
Yeah.
Now the cop comes over. He's a big badass. But this dude on SDFC won't leave, and he gets dragged back in.
He's back in there.
And he gets fucking
shit
pounded.
And that's the bald head big dude that did the sucker punch, I think, is in there.
Oh yeah.
Him.
Yeah, so
that was a pretty vicious sucker punch. Look at this guy. Okay, before you hit play, there's bald head's the guy that sucker punches.
Bald head sucker punches.
So watch, that's who tees it off. Go.
And honestly, looks like a dad
5.
that's coming to pick up his kids.
Give me 0.5 speed.
Yeah, 0.5 speed this one.
Jarvis 0.5.
Jarvis 0.5 speed me. Okay, this is like you hear it. Look at this. Comes rolling in and just boom. Oh man.
And then
gets out of there.
Look at this.
Oh, respect. Hey, go back a sec.
Are you talking about the born and raised in Oxnard shirt?
Okay, the dude, no. Fuck the born and raised. The guy that goes after him. Watch the dude that goes after him. Goes in and swings on him right away. Watch the guy. Right here, swings on him.
Oh, Nerdy Dad?
Yeah, Nerdy Dad goes in there. So respect on that. Gets in there to throw down.
Now, what happened to this cop? Watch.
And then he runs behind the... Oh, sorry. Nerdy Guy goes in there. Okay, so Nerdy Guy goes in there to take the shots, and then he backs away and he uses the cops as a meat shield. Watch him.
That's okay.
You get completely outnumbered. But watch, he's the one that hurts the security guard.
He pushes.
Security guard, like...
Oh, look at his ankle. You see it. Go twist.
Yeah, he twists his ankle. You even hear him. Listen, you can hear him.
This one's good.
Listen.
Okay, watch security, blue shirt with the helmet on. Twisted.
And he's down and out.
Oh, he's done. He's off work for
Now, this guy's playing a little bit of bitch, hey? Because he's like, oh, I don't want anything.
Yeah, I need to see when he turns it on.
He's about to turn it on once it comes over here.
He's laughing. He's like, shit's happening.
Things are calm.
Someone pushes him? Oh, now he goes.
No, he's just waiting for his time.
Here it is. Oh, now he's going.
Well, he's going after those guys squared up, and then Tubby McGee comes in.
I mean, here's just a lot. These guys just look like pussies.
Yeah, it's power in numbers.
Yeah.
You know?
They look a lot. Now, this looks like GTA created characters with all the masks.
Oh, then someone
And then he gets
nice balance.
pushed.
Though.
Cop moves quickly to try to get in there and say, hey, man.
What stadium is this?
A Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego.
Nothing happened. Nothing good happened.
So now watch. This guy is an LAFC fan. He grabs him and he drags him back into the fucking pit. And then now all the fucking big boys have their chance to. There's Blue Hat again, the kicker.
And that is a born and raised in Oxnard.
It is.
Shirt,
I told you.
Which
It
is
is.
funny.
So that one, I got to give that one a pretty good rating.
Got a little crazy. And again, no one really got hurt.
I'm watching from the sideline myself, not trying to step in.
these ones are insane. There's too many people.
Granted, the one dude got sucker punched. He got flatlined.
The sucker punch.
You could be dead. Like you could.
I never like seeing that.
No. What you hate is the sucker punch and then like the stomp on the head.
Yeah.
Like when the guy's down, like, okay, he's knocked out. He's moving. That's fine. It's the worst when it's like knocked out and then continuing to get hit after they've been knocked out on the ground. That you're like,
that did happen. Watch.
Oh yeah, he did gave him like a little,
just a little one.
Oxnard guy
boots him.
grazes his face.
He grazed him, but there is some fallout from this. So the San Diego Football Club said it's reviewing incidents with the LAFC and the MLS and will discipline those found in violation. Don't know how they're gonna do anything with those guys.
The cop couldn't do shit here.
But
I'm surprised they didn't. I mean,
yeah,
you're as a cop, you're not pulling your gun out either.
Why not?
Because you're too many. It's too big of a crowd.
Start popping.
But it's unclear if there were any arrests made. I haven't seen any updates. This happened in March. So.
See, but that's what the cop should have done: is just instantly
grab someone
and just arrest them.
Yeah,
that's
one
it.
person.
Grab him, cuff him. Granted, it's easy to say that he's in the fucking hornet's nest.
Yeah,
here.
you're literally it would be like a prison guard on the yard and a riot's going off and you have no backup. It's like him and fucking like look, go back to the security guys. As this cop, you're thinking, I'm out here with fucking dudes with bike helmets on. Like, what am I?
It's one cop
and
A guy that can't walk.
I'm out. Shit, I just lost
and
one
then
of my guys.
and then other guy, and then fucking just it's me and a bunch of and this cop's just like
And in fairness, the security guard is also like, I'm just here to stop people from fucking stealing and drinking and
paid like $10 an hour. Like,
I'm just
I
here
don't
to tell
care.
people don't bring their booze inside
don't
the
bring
stadium.
your booze inside.
I don't want to be the one getting sucker punched.
So we got to keep an eye out on the San Diego Football Club this year.
Yeah, this
Season's started in February. I think it runs for another couple months. I'm sure we're going to see some.
Wait, like baseball's going too. Garrett, I think there's going to be doing this. I think there's going to be
New fights every week.
well, a pattern. I think we're going to see a lot of Southern California fights. You're going to see a lot of LA Dodgers. Boots has told us the Dodgers games are fucking wild. So we'll see. That's what I'm interested in.
Well, it'll be interesting to see when the season goes on if we are able to like, hey, we'll have to look. What is there any fights during that week?
There always
I
is.
mean,
There's fan. I watch NFL fan fights every year. Every week there's a fan fight.
when I was going through this, we have one more.
And college.
When I was going through, yeah, exactly. It's unlimited.
It is. And if you're doing it as it's happening, okay, give us our last one.
And
Let's get the fuck out of here.
this one is, this might be the best. This is a hockey game.
Okay.
Front row.
Is he
Two Los Angeles Kings fans are fighting.
Hey, where is it?
This is in LA.
Okay, what did I say?
What?
Southern
Southern
California.
California might end up being a hot spot for these fan fights.
This one's fun 'cause it's a front row seat fight. And front row. How much are you paying for tickets front row?
Probably quite a bit. Maybe not as much in LA, but
Boots says that's right. You know how we do in SoCal.
yeah.
Okay, let me just get this in.
Yeah, get it in you, son.
Get it in,
Yes, son. Get it in ya.
Crack
Drag him.
and
Toastin'. Let it spin ya. All right.
This is the NHL playoffs.
I think this is the NHL playoffs for sure, yeah. So here we go. So you see
Okay.
Buddy pulling another guy who's, I don't know, are they friends or not? It's hard to tell at this point, but guess what?
Oh, no.
He accidentally drops him.
Now they're foes.
He tries to say, I'm sorry,
Oh!
and gets dingled. And that,
Oh,
Oh,
That-
now he's getting pumped.
that makes the dude in the jersey
Oh, then he punched the other dude.
accidentally punches the guy, says, I'm sorry. He's red hot.
Oh, yeah, he's heated.
The ushers come in and start grabbing the dude who fell down. They're still yelling at each other, but this guy makes a smart move. Watch him. He just leaves.
That's smart.
He
Yeah,
just
get out of
walks
there.
away. He's like,
smart.
I'm getting out of
That's
here.
not that guy's first fight in the first row.
Well, no, the way he's throwing, you know, he's a hockey player. He dishes like he plays hockey.
But I like that he knocked him down, said sorry, but then the dude got up, tried to fight him, and then still got beat up.
Yeah, exactly. But also watch the women. And girls, I just have to say, don't ever get in the way. There's no point for you to get in the way of this
Oh,
shit.
he falls down. He's like, man, I'm sorry. Then he gets up and he's
She's almost getting clocked.
like, yeah, she almost got
Both
popped.
of them are almost getting clocked.
Oh, even on the backswing.
Yeah.
Watch the chick in the fur and the purple pants.
Yeah,
Watch the
elbow.
backswing. Watch the backswing here. She almost right here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now that's her, the girl in the brown,
Yeah, like
whatever.
the fur and
that's
purple
her
pants.
man. That's her man. And the girl in the black is with the guy who had the hat on, the guy
Yeah.
who got knocked down.
And the funny thing is, so who was he trying to fight before that?
So I did.
Oh, you did some research.
I did some
Okay,
research. I got
yeah,
some
there we
context
go.
from Reddit. They say it might have been started by the dude with that Dodgers hat knocking down someone's beer walking across the front. Now,
Hey, we've all been there,
At
right?
least he didn't step on a hot dog.
here is the
Stepped on a hot dog. I trampled the hot
Trampled
dogs.
hot dog.
Oh yeah, but you bought them new ones. That was
I fucking bought them $25 worth of chicken strips.
True.
on Reddit. Someone who was at the game had this to say. So, we'll call him the witness. The witness was in the bathroom just before this fight started, and a man in a blue hat, who is the guy who gets pushed down, seemingly the trouble starter,
Yep. Okay.
Obviously.
was aggressively yelling threats in the bathroom, like "Who wants some? Fuck you!"
Just wasted.
Just wasted, looking for a battle. He was verbally targeting a blind man and his companion, who were just they're just trying to get out.
Blind guy was probably eyeing him down.
He's probably fucking waving his big ass fat blind dick around. That's the problem.
That's the issue.
The man then turned his aggression towards the witness, who was just looking to go to the bathroom. He ignored him. And as the man left the bathroom, the man being the guy with the hat here, he continued shouting in the concourse, challenging people to fight. He said that the concourse was empty, but he was just standing there looking for a fight. He's drunk as shit.
Drunk, yeah.
Then he walked toward the tunnel down to the 100-level seating section, still yelling.
Kicked everyone's beer over.
Yeah.
And then the other dude was just trying to pull him away. They both went down.
and
Then
then-
he tried to throw
Okay,
down.
the
with-
witness
with hockey
tried.
hair.
The witness tried to warn the usher, being like, "Hey, I think this guy's looking for trouble." And then moments later,
Yeah.
Can
this
you
incident
go back
broke
to the start? I have a
Yep.
theory. I have a theory here,
Okay, let's get the theory.
and then get the
Final
GTFO.
thoughts.
Okay, so pull it in. So pause. So right there, you see the girls are involved. So those two girls are trying to stop. Those two girls know the guys, and they're trying to stop it, right?
Yeah, Adam. This
So-
girl this girl is
His girlfriend.
they're each the girlfriend of these two guys. Yes,
And then he just biffs it.
he biffs
up
it, and then
swinging.
and then
And then watch, Blue Hoodie gets hit.
Yeah.
Blue Hoodie took one.
he's like, "It's okay, it's okay." That's the good Samaritan right there.
Blue Hoodie took
Blue
one.
hoodie.
Took one on
So
the chin.
why are you? Yeah. Anyways, it's
Yeah,
just
it's just drunk.
Yep.
Just people being drunk.
In this scenario, if that happened, I wouldn't have been the guy. Look, if I'm at this sports event paying front row seats, I'm not involving myself with anyone else.
Well, we have the benefit of the doubt also because there's three of us.
right, but
But I mean, we have one of us to just be like,
guys, we paid $550 US for these tickets.
and we would get banned from ever going to the
Yeah,
States again if we got
okay,
arrested
like
for
we're
fighting
not
in a football game.
exactly.
Totally.
We're not doing it. There was also both of those guys got kicked out. So
I would have ran.
right here, the
Just
dude
gotta
with the
run.
hat got kicked out, and then
Yeah,
the
but
other
no,
guy who walked away, he
no
got kicked out
damage.
too. No damage, just a little kind of tussle.
fisticuffs.
But it's funny. It's a front row seat fight.
Yeah, which is odd. It's usually the nosebleeds, especially in SoCal.
Well, hey, maybe this guy didn't even belong in the front row. Maybe Blue
Yeah.
Dodgers hat.
He just
wasn't even
comes down?
Supposed to be. Yeah, he probably just came
So
down.
fuck it. I'm
Looking
going.
to get on
Couldn't
TV.
Couldn't fight anyone in the concourse. He's like, I'll fight.
Yeah,
fight
he's
a fight
pretty
in the
pumped
first
up.
round.
Looks like a pretty cool
Looks
guy.
like a good guy. All
Cool
right.
guy.
But that was fun.
Hell
That's
yeah.
good.
And you know what? We got more of that where that came from. Oh, why am I not? Oh, there we go. There we
It's
go.
his
There we
first-
go.
I thought you were gonna play us out with the fan fight song.
He was.
Fan fights. Fan
Fan fight. Well, hey, that's another one in the books, baby.
Who wants to lead us out?
If you know anybody out there, when you go to a game that throws nothing but muffins, you look them straight in the eye and you tell them to go fuck themselves.
Muffin Man. Muffin Man.
Muffin Man.
We'll be back next Wednesday.
There better be fentanyl in those muffins, you son of a bitch.
Fentanyl Muffin Man.
Fentanyl Muffin Man.
I knew we couldn't go an episode without saying fentanyl.
It's our habit.
And we're out.
We're out.
And we're out.